were regenerating and shit like that. That was some sort of artificial life.
It's a robot that China's been working on for a long time. I don't know if it's China or not, but they're using frog stem cells to,
That's
uh,
it. It's frog stem cells. That's right.
yeah, frog stem cells to surround a nanobot.
Yeah, that's it.
So it'll be able to live in your body a little easier and eat up the cancer a little easier. That's just the first like idea that they have, but that can go a long way.
Hmm.
But the water's turning the frogs gay, so I mean,
Yeah.
I can't do it like what's his name does it, but I can't scream it out.
What up?
So, Mike,
Hey, Mike.
Dude, just landed. Sitting here at the airport waiting for my ride.
right on.
Look at this little guy. Hey. Yeah, little pug. I just wanted to jump in and say hi real quick. No big deal. You guys have a great evening.
But
Glad to see you streaming. 2 ATVs, Billy, Red Rash, Corey. Yeah. All right, you guys have a good night, all right?
all right, man.
All right.
All right, later.
Later. I almost said some terrorist jokes, but I knew he was in the airport. I was like, let's just not risk that. Watch out for ragheads, motherfucker.
Oh yeah. So Prairie, I'm done with the snow. You can have it back, buddy, any day now. You can come get it and just take it back to Saskatchewan with you, man.
I got plenty here.
We got fucking nailed with over a foot of fucking snow last night, man.
You guys got more snow than I do. Oh, Yo-Yo's in the side chat. How you doing there, future girl?
Hello, Yo-Yo.
I wish it was. I'd say it is hot as balls where she is. Hotter than balls. Balls not the appropriate word. Hotter than the devil's fucking nuts.
Well, if I could ship it down to New Zealand there in Australia for you guys to put out them fires, I would.
Mm.
It's all on fire, man.
I just want to get back on the bike. Fuck, taking this transit shit to go to work. This sucks ass. Like, fuck. My commute is now an hour and a half because of the snow instead of 20 minutes.
Fuck, that sucks, dude.
Yeah, that does. Sucks Jack Frost nuts.
It does, man. Oh, and the wind's picking up. So we got hurricane force winds up here going on right now, too.
Just keeps getting better.
Oh, it just does. And the snow's not wet. It's all the dry, powdery stuff. So it's drifting, right? It's blowing and drifting everywhere. Fuck.
That sucks. Yeah, I'm
It's
done
not
with
slushy
winter.
Russian snow,
Ready for
right?
Spring.
What was that, Billy?
I said at least it's not fucking slushy Russian snow, right?
Well, that's usually what we get here is that slushy shit, right?
Really?
Because of the warmer temperatures, but because it's been really fucking cold here. I think it was like what it got below like 16 degrees there in Freedom degrees fucking last night, and the shit just turns to powder.
Detroit snow is my most hated snow.
This is
They
blows
fucking
everywhere.
they get man in the middle of the winter up there. They get walls of snow like on the sides of the roads, like to where the snow shovels have been working for so many months to where it just builds up this residual ice wall on either side of the road. You can't fucking see shit. It's all covered in tired dirt and oil and nasty shit, and it's wet too. So when you walk through it, it's just like there's no clear water anywhere. It's just this muddy,
Murky
oil
water.
color water. It's disgusting. It's just the worst thing. You think about what it came down through before it hit the earth in the first place, and then we're mixing it with all our butt grime.
Oh, Peaches just wishes she's had a sausage party.
Well, apparently Dark Zero got it working.
Oh, man.
with the whatchamacallit there, the OBS. I'm assuming he's talking about.
I
Oh,
would guess
Truckman's
so.
on. Yeah, Truckman, you're gonna have to watch out for high gusty winds going through the Sumas Prairie on the way back to fucking to Alberta. There, they actually might shut down the number one. They were saying so. Yeah, she wants me to build a fucking snowman. You ever try to build a snowman out of powder snow? You can't.
Yeah, it's got to be sticky.
It's got to be the sticky snow. This shit's the powder snow. You see it blowing everywhere, man. I even like when I get home off the SkyTrain and head home today from work. I usually just walk. It's a 20-minute walk. I'm like, whatever. Stop at the beer store, grab a couple beers, and just walk up the hill to home. Well, fuck that. The fucking wind was blowing the shit directly in my face. No matter how far I kept my head fucking tilted over, I was like, fuck that. Where's the bus? I know one fucking coming soon because it always passes me when I'm walking home. So I sit there at the bus stop. Wait for that fucker to come. And yeah, I was on it. I wasn't walking home today. I was like, fuck, I'll just take the bus home.
Yep.
So did you see that?
Nowhere in this weather.
Yeah.
I'm late to the party, but with this fucking shit. But apparently, no one else has heard of it either. But it happened a while ago. That they basically found. This sounds ridiculous, but they found Bigfoot. Like, what's responsible for it? Kinda. It's called a Bondo ape. A new fucking thing they found.
Oh, really?
The thing, it looks like a mix between a chimpanzee and a gorilla. It's about 6 foot tall and walks upright. And they've only found him in the Congo so far. But that doesn't mean that's the only place that they are. You should look it up. Bondo ape. It's fucking crazy, man. Some camera traps that they've put together and shit. You'd think, yeah, okay, yeah, that's Bigfoot. That's fucking Bigfoot right there. Just another goddamn monkey. And a big fucking monkey. Like in between 5 and 6 foot, and they try to fucking walk bipedal all the time.
Well, never heard of that.
Anyway, so that was cool. That's cool information.
Yeah. Who was it? I think those Paranormal Rider just did a video talking about Bigfoot.
Now, the Bigfoot community is going to claim, nope, no, that's not Bigfoot. That's not what we're seeing. So that way the all the fucking shows and shit can stay on the air.
Mm-hmm.
I would anyway. If I was Harvey Weinstein, I'd be like, nope. More Bigfoot movies.
That's what they need to do. Another Bigfoot movie.
A good one though, right? Like something with like Star Wars level practical effects.
Take Harry and the Hendersons to the next level.
There's a lot of practical effects artists right now, man. They can fucking kick its ass. Just a little bit of CG mixed in for some bark clouds and stuff.
Yep, there you go. Yeah, Truckman, I will not be on in 8 hours. Have a good sleep, dude. But yeah, I'll be.
Oh,
going
he
to
must have
bed.
just got into Delta then.
Yeah, he said he's going to bed. So
Yeah, if he's going to bed, then he just.
Why would he be going to bed if he's on fire? Get water.
With all that friggin' snow, why don't he just go roll around in it? He wouldn't be on fire too damn long.
Why
Yeah,
was he?
there's about a foot of snow where he is, man. I couldn't fucking believe how much snow there was today down there, man. Like usually where I am, I get about a foot of snow. I get down to where work is and where Truckman is right now, and there's like maybe half an inch. I get off the bus and I was like, holy fuck, there's like fucking 8 inches of snow here. Couldn't believe it.
That's crazy. We actually don't have all that much snow. Now we're in a real cold freeze, so we're not going to get any snow for a while.
Yeah, it's fucking brutal there. Hey, I noticed that
Yeah,
when I was watching the morning news. I'm sitting there fucking thinking that this minus fucking 10 shit that I'm sitting in is cold. But this wet cold is so much different than that dry cold because I'm sitting inside the house and I've got like all these layers on and I can literally feel the cold still fucking getting through all my clothes.
hmm
You have a fireplace or some shit?
I do got a gas one and it doesn't want to work. I can get the pilot light to go, but it just doesn't want to fire up and go. And I'm like, fuck.
God damn it, that's a problem.
Yeah, you can just all you can do is just stare at the pilot light, man. It's just like fuck. It's because I'd have this place just smoking hot right now, no problem. So I was running around naked if I could, but yeah, I can't.
Fuck.
I would love to have a wood fireplace, though. Fuck, I'd give anything for a wood fireplace, man. I'd be stoking that motherfucker right now. Nothing beats a wood fireplace heat. That's the best.
Yeah, I love wood. Fire. I mean, that stuff will burn you up if you don't watch.
No, I grew up with
You're
a wood
right, though.
fireplace, so I know what fucking a wood fireplace is all about.
Yeah.
It is the shit, man. Like I'll take a small fan and point it at that wood stove in the main room out there and turn everything off.
It'll
Light
heat
that
the whole
fire
house.
up, and
Yeah.
holy shit, it heats the whole house, even the garage. If I leave the fucking door open, which is 50 to 100 feet away from the
Yeah,
fucking
no,
room.
that's how where I grew up on Vancouver Island. That's how we kept our house warm, man. It was a fireplace with a fan behind it.
Yep.
That's all we had to do, man. As long as if I didn't have that fire going by the time I got home from school, I got my ass kicked. That was my first job, right? Is to make sure that if the fire is still burning, get it going again. If it's out, get it started. Get the fire started. So that
And if
when
you have, it's like a wood stove is the shit too, because if you have hard work to do outside and shit, doesn't matter how wet you get,
That's
you
what
don't
we had.
care. You
Yeah.
walk in, you just throw your clothes like on the
wood
thing.
stove, exactly. That's what we
And
had with the wood stove. We had a wood
1
stove.
minute later, they're warm and fucking
Yeah.
dry. Like the gloves are a big thing for me. My fucking gloves that come in the house, my gloves are wet, throw them on the stove, get a beer,
Yeah,
I'm
the
back.
wood stove
done.
would fucking keep our house warmer than the fucking fireplace. Like our fireplace kept the place hot, but the wood stove kept the place consistently hot. It was always warm. And we didn't go through as much wood with the wood stove because you can damp it down, right? Once you get the coals in there, fucking nice and hot, you damp it down. Fucks, oh yeah, it was great. I miss that heat so much.
If it's cold outside, I'll even fucking cook on it, man, just to
Oh,
save
yeah.
the electricity from the stove.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, it'll cost me $5 to fucking boil a pot of water on the goddamn stove here, so why not just throw it on the wood stove?
Yeah, sure, it takes a little longer to get hot, but once it's hot, you know?
Yep.
We always kept a pot of water on the stove anyways, right? Because it kept the humidity in the air so it wouldn't dry the house out, right? So the air wouldn't get too dry inside the house. So yeah, we'd always leave a fucking pot of water. Got low.
Yeah, that's what we used to do. Big kettle of water.
Yeah, and just fill it up with water and leave it on top of the wood stove. It just helped with the humidity inside the house, right?
Yep.
But yeah, I miss fucking have a fucking wood stove. Right now, I just wish I can get this gas stove to work instead of staring at a pilot light, man. That fuck.
Just let my fucking dog out of his cage after eating 3 fucking hamburgers off of the dining room table when no one was.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, bad boy. He should still be in the cage.
He was in there for 3 hours. I can't give him, I can't give him too long. After a while, it's just cruelty. You gotta let him get a drink or some shit. But
Well, he should be big enough to eat you. How much does he weigh?
he's 110 now.
Get to be a big boy.
Getting there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to their Peaches, turn on that oven and open the fucking door. Just to get a bit of fucking heat in this place.
Heat is good.
Yeah.
meat is fucking good, man. Did
Fucking right.
a chicken tonight stuffed with thyme, like
Oh,
fresh
yeah.
off the bush, the burning bush.
I ate an entire pack of bacon for supper.
Dude, why not?
I have done that.
And I don't regret it at all.
Leo,
I was happy the whole fucking time.
Yep. Been there, done that.
it
It's
doesn't
like
seem
eating a
wrong.
box of bacon ends. The bacon ends, man. The box of bacon ends, and I just throw them in there, and I just fucking fry those things up.
I've done that shit too. 2 o'clock in the morning with a spoon,
Yeah.
fucking eating bacon bits.
Yeah.
Why not, dude? I've even harvested the grease out of a box of bacon bits by refrying them, just so
Oh,
I can
yeah.
fry eggs in it.
Oh my god!
I don't.
Even talking about it, I just want to go eat more.
It seems fine at the time, right? Because you're not dying. You just don't realize it's slowly happening.
Yeah, there's definitely
Tastes so
more
good.
healthy alternatives. But fuck,
Bacon gets all stuck in your teeth and shit. You don't even care. Just like let it stay there.
yeah, it's like a mint, really. Just a bacon flavored mint.
Please stay.
Yeah. Keep that little son of a bitch there till it dissolves.
Leo, I'm gonna fuck you up.
Oh shit, Leo.
Hold up.
I do. It's like, why is my fucking thumb irritating me all the time? I got a sliver in there.
Thumb's fucking with you?
I got a sliver.
Whoa.
Hey, Tham, how you doing, man?
Hey, thanks.
Last time I saw Sab, he was buckled over backwards in his chair, snoring like fucking snoring a Beethoven song.
Oh my
That was
God.
fucked up. Like after Holler's stream, we all went over to Bino's, and like it was still going, but everyone was sleeping.
It was funny because Billy started yelling at him, and Sab would wake up for a minute and then go right back to snoring. Billy was screaming at him.
Yeah, I went to the top of the fucking decibel range, man, 100 plus for like a split second, and he would stop snoring, and then we could all have our conversation, and then the snores would come back. I'm like, "Wah!" And he would fucking stop snoring, and we did that for like an hour, I think, and before I had to go to sleep. But yeah, it worked. If he has his headphones on and he starts snoring at you, you could just yell in your mic, prep everybody, but yell in your mic and he'll quit for a minute. I think I was like
There you go.
influencing his dreams.
That's what been to Lisa lately. She's been sitting around here listening to her iPod or whatever the hell she's got,
This is an MP3.
MP3 player or whatever she's got, and and she puts them on. I can be sitting right side of her and she can't hear me. I'm gonna get me one of them damn paintball guns. I'm gonna sit here on the couch and shoot at her every time I want to talk to her.
Nice.
There's this motherfucker on crazy shit that got shot going around Atlanta or somewhere. It was one of the fucking southern city country, shooting people with a paintball gun, like drive-by style. He just roll up on people at the stop sign and just pop, 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 pop. But he eventually got killed.
I had that happen to me in Tennessee one time. So I shot the side of my damn truck all up with yellow friggin' paintballs.
Shit.
Scared the flying hell out of me. I thought the bastard was actually shooting at me. That or idiots throwing damn eggs off overpasses right into my damn windshield, and you can't see a damn thing.
You won't have that happening here in Tennessee anymore. They passed a new fucking bill that lets you just pretty much get your carry permit for $60. You don't have to go through the 8-hour course anymore. So everybody's fucking packing now.
Well,
I just stay in my house.
Virginia's fixing to change a bunch of shit. That's what we got. There's gonna be a big shit going on right here. So I don't know what's going to end up happening. They said you can't even have a pistol that shoots over 10 rounds and
That's
everything
silly.
like that. I mean,
That's so silly.
yeah. I mean,
Can't have a magazine that holds over 10 rounds, but you can have 2 9-round magazines in your pocket. No problem.
yeah.
No big deal. It's like, what do you know what you're talking about? That's like fucking UFC saying you can kick somebody in the fucking chin as hard as you can, but you can't hit him with a bare knuckle. That's fucking stupid. That's the stupidest shit I ever heard.
Yeah.
But we got weirdos, man, fucking arguing in Congress over it. That's what's up. They're fucking 2 different types of people fucking yelling at each other. One's got a turban on, the other one's got a fucking tie on.
Well, I guess I'll officially be an outlaw whenever they outlaw my pistol. So,
Well, they can't. You don't have to worry about that. Not down here, not yet. Anyway, they have to overturn the whole Constitution first. That's a whole mess. It's a whole mess.
the damn governor's done declared today that all them people supposed to be there on the 20th. That he can't. That they can't have guns on the grounds up there anymore. I mean, they used to
on certain grounds I can understand it or whatever, but it's still unconstitutional, really.
Yeah.
It's what each state. It seems like right now it's what each state thinks is silly and not silly, and of course, the further north you get, the more silly they think it is.
This past election, everybody stayed their fucking ass home or lazy asses home, and allowed them to take over control of all 3 houses. So they think they can pass it, but it ain't gonna stand up to court cases. But but everybody in the world's thinking this is gonna be the start of the next civil war. So.
I've been waiting for all that shit to kick on, dude. Everybody talks about meteors, global warming, civil war, uprising,
All you have to do
earthquakes, volcanoes. I wish something would happen already. Bring it on.
All you got to do is ask Road Rash about global warming right about now. He'd be happy to tell you.
I have a mountain. I have a mountain just to the south of me. If it was natural disaster, yeah, the mountain might not fucking be relevant whatsoever. But when it comes to uprising and fucking craziness going on, I got a mountain I can fucking take all my fucking family up to. I got spots. I got this. I got that. I'm ready. I just wish someone would fucking make a move already so we can climb our happy asses up there and watch ridiculousness unfold. And just hope it's not nuclear fallout. Other than that, we're good.
Yeah, you should see my ghetto heater right now. I got the fucking oven going with the door open and a fan beside it blowing the heat towards me. So
sounds like global warming to me.
Yeah.
Have you ever made a road rash? You know what a penny stove is?
A penny stove 9. No, I don't.
Should make a penny stove. There's a bunch of YouTube references for you to make it. You just make it out of a Coke can. All you need is a Coke can, a knife to make some holes, some alcohol or something to burn, like some
okay.
oil.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And it'll heat up a small space pretty quick.
Yeah.
Just a flame, big flame.
If this place was a little bit tinier, yeah, I could probably get away with that, but it's not that small. So
there's also the what is it? The planter, the pot planter.
Yep, I've seen that one before.
Heater.
The ceramic ones, the orange ceramic ones. Yeah,
that shit works. That shit works for a slightly bigger space.
Or once those things get warm, they just radiate heat, right?
Yeah, big time. Also, the next step up is the mini stove that you make out of like a helium tank or a small propane tank.
Yeah.
This takes some power tools, but you do it.
But see,
you got a wood burning stove. You route it out the window.
Yeah, the other thing you have to worry about is the carbon monoxide, right? Like you have to think about that because I remember one time I was growing dope many years ago in this house. It was cold that winter and fucking The only thing I had to heat the house was a propane tank and an old fucking barbecue, and I fucking turned that thing on and tried to heat the house. But then I thought about it. Carbon dioxide coming off this might fucking kill me. I should probably turn it off, climb under this blanket, and go to bed because there was no heat in the house. It would have been warmer for me to sleep downstairs in the room where all the pot was fucking being grown. Put some blinds over my eyes and fucking pass out.
I made one for my old house, which had like a tiny English style 1-car garage. You know, it's like you'd be surprised that anybody could fit their fucking car in it, even though it's a garage. But I just went to Home Depot and bought the stovepipe. You know, the elbows.
Yeah.
The elbows that turn around and shit. You can make them straight or you can make them 90 degrees.
Yeah.
Bought like 12 of those and just routed it out my fucking window and used some aluminum tape to freaking hold it up there. And that shit worked.
Yeah, whatever you got to do to stay warm, man.
Yeah.
I just cut the end off of it and added a hinge so the end of the propane tank was the door.
Heat coming. It's fucking pushing its way in here. Fucking stove's not even up to 350 degrees yet. Once it reaches that point, then it'll be good.
Yep.
Oh, you know what else fucking helps? You might not have one of these, but it helps my garage this winter, man, because my heaters hadn't been keeping up. But I do all this work. I got all these fucking tools, these heat tools. So I put my heat gun on 1600 degrees and just fucking lay it down on the table.
I thought about that, but
it works. It works,
like,
man.
Fuck. If I had a hairdryer right now, that would make the difference. But if I didn't have to fucking trudge through fucking a foot of snow right now, I'd just head down and go buy me a space heater, right? But the problem is like fucking come next week, this cold's gone. It's gonna go back to normal fucking kind of seasonal weather, so which is not too bad. I can deal with that. It's once it gets down below 0 or 32 degrees, your guys' temperature. When it gets down to like 16 and 18 degrees in freedom degrees, then that's when it gets fucking cold. And that's like -10, fucking anywhere from -10 to -14 are fucking temperatures up here. But yeah,
they're talking about we're gonna go from these damn 60-degree days down to friggin' cold as shit about a weekend too around here now. So.
Well, yesterday I looked at the weather app, and of course I've got it in freedom degrees, so that all you guys can understand how cold it is.
Yeah, sure.
And waiting for it to load. Where am I at right now? Okay, so it's fucking 25 Fahrenheit right now at my place outside. So it's not too bad. So that's about I don't know, about -7, 8 maybe fucking for us.
Let's see what it is.
But they're saying Saturday morning we could get up 2 to 4 centimeters of snow. What the?
We're gonna be in the plus on the weekend, and it's supposed to rain and wash all the stupid snow away.
That's an inch of snow.
Centimeter, yeah.
Blasting?
Yep.
Somebody was off their rock.
It's -24 degrees Fahrenheit here.
Yeah, if we were on metric, I
feels
wouldn't
like -38.
Yeah, basically an inch of snow is 2.5 centimeters.
Yeah.
According to my tape measure, just over 2.5 centimeters is an inch of snow, give or take. Yeah,
if we were on metric, I wouldn't even mention snow until you hit 5 centimeters.
Yeah, exactly. If you hit 5 centimeters, you got what? You got fucking
some snow.
Yeah, you got just under 2 inches of snow at 5 centimeters.
It's like laying on the grass a little bit.
Yeah, it's about an inch and 7/8 at 5 centimeters.
Yeah, but what they did, they changed it. They changed it to centimeters so they could actually make it sound like we were actually gonna get snow.
Oh,
so
yeah.
We laugh.
So they can sell. Just think of all the milk and bread they're gonna sell before Friday, just because they're calling for 2 to 4. And
the thing is, if you say you're getting 30 centimeters of snow, you guys could be like, "Oh, that's a lot of snow," but it's literally 30 centimeters of snow is actually 11 and 15/16. I want to say, just over fucking 11 3/4 inches of snow. It's 30 centimeters of snow.
Dude, us still using royal measurements is the epitome of the irony that is the United States. We're so fucking stubborn on shit. We're like, we're breaking away from the UK, and we're going to kill them all because we don't want to pay taxes. But we're going to have to, by the way, we're going to have taxes, and we're never going to stop using their measurements ever, even though they stopped a long time ago. Okay.
No, well, see, the thing is the UK still uses miles per hour. That's what shocked me. Yeah. They weigh in stone. They take their temperature in Celsius, but their speed limit is still in miles per hour. And I was actually quite shocked because I watch a lot of the UK moto vloggers like, oh, wow, hitting 40 miles an hour. And I was like, you guys do like 40 miles an hour or 40 kilometers an hour? And they're like, no, it's miles per hour over here. And I'm like, oh, okay. Because, yeah, that's one of the things that they haven't changed yet.
But we did start driving on the wrong side of the road.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because the British think everything should be a jousting match, right?
It's like, we'll do it this way.
Yeah.
But we're still going to use you this way because we can't figure out another way yet. Okay.
Two to four centimeters is still a teeny weeny. It don't matter whether you're using centimeters or inches. So.
Yeah, I have a big problem with that in my business. Ordering things.
4
from
centimeters is an inch and a half
overseas,
of snow. Yeah, 4
I hate-
centimeters is an inch and a half.
I hate converting sizes, like sizes of shit that you're fucking ordering from Alibaba and all that shit. That's a
Yeah.
bit. Making sure you're fucking ordering the right shit from Habib in Dirt Tunnel.
See, we're supposed to get another 5 centimeters of snow, so we're supposed to get another fucking 2 inches of snow tonight, it looks like.
You sure that's not centimeters?
No, that's what it said on my. I'm watching the weather report right now. It's telling me that I'm
I
getting
think-
Speaking of which, I needed to put a fucking video on my YouTubes or Instagrams here.
America. America's pretty awesome. This is what I've gathered from my country as of late. We are right now. We are a bunch of neurotic, crazy sons of bitches that are worried as fuck of anybody coming into our backyard, and we're so scared about it that we're comfort eating ourselves to death over it, and then at the same time we're trying to distract ourselves with huge fake asses that look terrible.
I don't get the giant ass thing. I don't understand why that caught on.
I don't get it either. That's what the rest of the world sees, by the way. They're like, what do they do?
I think Billy needs the Bubble Butt song.
Bubble butt. Yeah, no. I don't look at like when I was a kid, a bubble butt meant something different, man. Just meant this perfect natural ass that fit any pair of pants perfectly. And that's just not the same anymore. You got to have these skinny little chicken legs with this weird thing on top.
Oh, Smitty Independent Freedom. Hey, man. He's in here, but he's having a poop.
I was when I was heading was it to work yesterday, coming home from work, I seen a fucking poster on the wall in the SkyTrain, the transit system going home, that groping, it is a sexual offense. I see that, and it shows this hand looking like it's going to touch something, right? And I was like, yeah. You know, I found that I'm gonna have to take a picture of it next time I see it. I'm gonna have to take a picture of it and put it on Instagram because I thought it was funny, and then I remembered back in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, all these chicks used to wear these baggy clothes and look like they were wearing fucking boxer fucking underwear underneath them.
Yeah, man. Well, they were girl hammer pants.
Yeah, so no guy would literally touch their ass and shit. Now every fucking woman nowadays is all wearing fucking spandex, and that's all you can see. No wonder they're getting groped. It's like fuck.
Yeah. I stalk my oldest daughter's Instagram and save all these stupid fucking ass pictures so I can throw them back at her.
Yeah,
and I can't. And I haven't yet. They got to build up. I got to have a valid case to show her how stupid she looks. How much it kills me. God damn it. That's fake sadness, but I'm practicing. Because really, I don't give a fuck. She's gonna fucking own up to it one day.
There's really not much you can do about it. That's one thing I've had to fucking deal with. Like I asked my stepbrother had 2 older daughters, and one of them became basically one of those suicide girls, right? I was like, dude, how
Close
do you
to
deal with
home. You are getting real close to home, Real Trash. Please continue.
But anyways, I was like, dude, how do you fucking deal with that? He's just like, man, you just basically have to deal with it. You if you sit there and dwell on it, man, you're just gonna fucking stress yourself into a grave. You're just gonna have to
Yeah.
basically deal with it and just accept it, man. Because you try to stop her, she's just gonna try harder, right? To do
Yep.
what she wants to do. And so like my niece, she was doing all kinds of fucking. She wasn't doing full porn, but she was still doing a lot of photo shoots and stuff. Where you'd see her nipples, and she was basically naked and stuff like that, right? And
Top counts, man. Showing your tits counts. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Porn,
And,
man. It might be entry level, but it's still porn.
yeah, exactly. But you just have to accept it, man. Basically, she did that for a while. My niece did that for a while. Then she kind of stopped because a lot of guys were really getting really creepy towards her to the point where she didn't like it anymore. So she just basically stopped. It's either they're gonna do it or they're not gonna do it. You're just gonna have to.
They
accept
get
it.
into it thinking that it's a model thing because it's stupid. It's fucking
Yeah.
stupid. Some
Yeah.
some dick like us 10 years ago, fucking talking to him saying, "Hey, you can do this, you can do that. It might start. You might just get recognition." And they fuck like, oh, you just get the credit. Another model, other photographers might be willing to pay. And then they get this fucking chick with her tits up for free, and it happens to be your fucking niece or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to kill me.
But it's just like anything else in today's society and today's internet. It's all saturated, so if you make money, you make money. If you don't, you don't, right? And so it's like I said, like she basically stopped doing that. She doesn't do it anymore. In fact, I think she's actually given up all social medias. Nowadays, I don't even see her much now on Facebook and shit.
You had mentioned the suicide girls. I'll shut up for a minute after this. I gotta get this out though before it leaves my brain. You had mentioned the suicide girls, and that's funny that same fucking organization hit me real hard when I was in my late 20s. I was dating this beautiful girl at Knoxville Zoo, and before this and still after this, I have a tendency to search my ex's or current name with hashtags tits, ass, blah blah blah, to see if they're on the internet naked. It's just something I've always done, just to see who I'm fucking dealing with. And I dated this girl for like 2 years before I kept doing it. It was a habit. It's always been a habit. And lo and behold, one day she pops up on Suicide Girls website.
Yeah.
And I'm like, motherfucker. And then I start just searching her Suicide Girl name with other shit. And she started popping up on the other side.
Yeah. Well, basically, Suicide Girls is kind of like Moto Madness in a way. They'll just send out an email or whatnot. Oh, we like your pictures. We'd like to show them on our website, blah, blah, blah. And they'll either say yes or no kind of thing. And go from there, right? It's just, you just kind of have to accept it. You just have to hope that your kids are smart enough that they don't fucking do something stupid like that for a while. Or if they are going to do it, you just, as stressful as it is, you're just going to have to kind of accept it.
You got to accept it in a certain way, though.
Yeah.
You got to accept it in a certain way, though, not just like say it's okay and let them do it. But if you don't like it, it's not your fault that they're doing it. You didn't fucking make them do it. You didn't do anything to make them do it. They're stupid. They decide, like that girl at the bar, she wanted to fuck, but then she goes up to the bar, guy flirts with her, she flirts with him. That ain't your fault. Move on. Next bar, bitch. Leave her. Leave her.
Well, look at all the girls that are in porn, man. Like every one of them girls has got a daddy, right? Think how they feel. Think how their dads feel. Like, fucking, my kids fucking doing porn, fucking.
Well, I had one of my best friends. He married a gal who worked at the cat house, and he married her and then expected her to quit work. I mean, if you know she is doing that before you married her, why in the hell are you going to expect her to quit working?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Well, the thing is, she's probably making more money than him, and he was probably feeling jealous, right?
That's exactly what was happening. She's making a whole lot more money than he was.
Yeah,
If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife.
But they ain't no telling how many websites Prairie's Nips is on because he used to show them off regularly. But
That is true. Though I don't think anybody was sharing that shit.
Right.
You never know. Wasn't me.
that was the old time B-roll.
Yeah,
Wasn't it, Rocky? Right?
yeah, it was
There you
B-roll
go.
as in boob roll. Yeah.
There you go.
Ugh.
And from my personal point of view, forgot all about that song. That is a terrible song, but sometimes, you understand what he's trying.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it kind of looks like everybody in the side chat's in Louisiana tonight,
Yeah,
except for
right.
except for Prairie Boy.
Right. I see.
No,
What's
he's in the
Louisiana
side
over
chat mentally there, and he's in Louisiana mentally, just not physically, right?
here?
Well, that's
There
what I'm
you go.
saying.
Exactly.
We got Rocket Rider
I
5
actually-
Ben hanging out with us again, right on.
That's it. What's up, bro? Rash, what's up, y'all?
What's going on, man? How you been?
What's up, dude?
Shit, chilling.
I watched your video yesterday about being fucking YouTube's my drug. I did not comment, but I did like it. So
Oh, appreciate that.
I just didn't have anything worthy to put to it because I was like, you know what? Everything you said, I can't say anything.
Well,
There you
he's
go. Right
he's
on.
done he's done fooled us again. He's got he put that smaller yacht on there the other day, but that come to find out that was just his dinghy to get back to his big yacht. So,
Exactly. Yeah. I was
Smitty.
slumming it.
Smitty is addicted to brother.
Uh-oh.
I think he meant two as in 200 TOO. Talking about the addicted to YouTube. Yeah, that
I
was,
think he meant he's
that was a
addicted
nice
to
video B-roll. I remember Prairie, you asked me, you was like, how is it? And I was like, oh, I don't know yet. Because it was
Yeah,
the
the
beginning. I
B-roll
had only
could be-
did the beginning, but then the middle and a lot of it
Cuts-
came together.
Yeah, you got the cuts really good on that one with the music, when the music was changing, and you got your cuts really good on that one. That was actually really good. That one.
Yeah,
Good
I
night,
really
bro.
didn't have anything to say. I just sat back and enjoyed it, and I was like,
Mhm.
all right, cool. And
Right.
I didn't even know what to say. I
Yeah,
couldn't
that's
say
what I learned. That's where you leave like a little pound symbol or a little piece or something.
something.
There's
yeah,
certain
just-
people
yeah.
they don't comment. They'll just put a little emoji, and then they let the people know. Like I said, I'm gonna stop fucking around. I'm gonna start like just at least doing a heart for every comment. Like I always try to answer every comment, but
Yeah.
sometimes I can't. So I need to just at least start doing a heart so the person know you saw it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Makes good sense, actually.
Yeah, because some people do that, and I was like, I need to start doing that. I just keep forgetting.
Yeah.
Like I
Because
finally
I
remembered.
want to comment, but I just.
Yeah, you don't have nothing
If
to say.
I don't have anything to say. right?
Exactly. So
Like,
I mean,
I
yeah,
enjoyed the video.
yeah,
It's like, okay.
yeah. Like you said, I have nothing to add to that.
Contribute, right? But I want to let you know that I at least watched it, so
Exactly.
I'll hit the like, but yeah, no, that makes a good sense. Just put an emoji or something.
Yeah, I'm gonna start. Yeah, I got.
You
And
put
I
it
gotta start
across
figuring out a way to
the-
find everybody too. Like nobody's showing up in my subscriptions.
That's happened last year.
Yeah, sometimes you got to refresh them. If I click on my subscription tab, I'll get like a couple videos, and then if I hit the refresh in my fucking bar up top, all of a sudden
Mhm.
that shows everybody that I'm subscribed.
well,
No, it's not that. It's just that
I know.
well, either people ain't putting them out or it's the YouTube ranking, right? Remember they put like the higher ranking stuff up ahead.
Yeah, but another thing YouTube's doing, they're actually going through and deleting people off your subscription list too.
Yeah.
I mean, Captain Granite was in here the other night, and I kept waiting on him. But he put up a live. Him and Holler was putting up a live stream the other week, and I kept looking for his for his live stream to pop up, and never did. And I finally went to his channel and seen that I wasn't subscribed to him. So,
Yeah.
man, I mean, I know I've been subscribed to him for a while, but
Were
I
you
mean,
active? Were you guys commenting on each other's channel?
I was at the time, yeah, beforehand,
Okay.
and then all of a sudden I didn't see anything coming out of his channel. So
Yeah, because they did do some purge recently within like the last month or something. I don't know how long that
Well,
was.
they've been
but
doing it for the last 6
they've been
months.
doing it for the last
yeah,
year.
well, really overall, yeah. But I mean, they did a big one like with the last couple of weeks or something.
yeah.
Yeah, at the end of every year they do that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because, that's where my numbers be getting hit. You're like, hey, I need every little sub here. What the fuck?
I don't
But
even
He is
that's
gay.
how it go, though.
anymore.
The more I think about T, the more
Me
gay.
neither, really, since I hit the 1,000.
Yeah, once you hit 1,000, doesn't fucking matter anymore.
No.
Now we got to hit 4,000.
Well, yes, the watch hours. That's all I care about now.
Yep.
I've been looking at that closely. Like, okay, so I'm gonna have to do this. I need to do more live stream. Like, you doing good. I still haven't did none of shit. I mean, at night. I mean, during the week. But
Yeah.
I gotta try to make longer videos. Is the other side of it though, because that could change things like hugely. Like just
Yeah,
having
but you
10
gotta look
minutes.
at your watch time to really consider fucking making a longer video, though, right? Like,
No, it's that it's still a proportion.
No, that doesn't work like that.
What?
Just because your minute is 4 minutes and people watch for 3 minutes doesn't mean that if you make a 10-minute video, they're gonna watch for 6 minutes, or the watch time really works like that. It's retention time.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's how much
it's retention time.
you can retain to them on how long your video is. I don't know. It's fucking.
No, you're right. No, you're right overall, because it's like, it's not necessarily gonna translate over to, like you say, the same amount of time on the longer video, so the other side. So your more faithful viewers, right? This is the percentage. Matter of fact, that's why I did that shit at this end of this last videos. I think the average viewer is about, I think 50-something% for me, 50, almost 60%, right?
Yeah, sounds about right.
That's the average. And then like I noticed about most people drop off at like 70% of the video. This is why I said why you're not supposed to do an outro, right? Because the moment I say, all right, y'all, let me get up out of here, everybody already know the video's over, and they're like, click, and they're gone. You see what I'm saying? And so that's part of it, why you put the end screens at the end. But is that the core viewer is going to really watch, right? And so if you make a longer video, it is going to have less views, right? Because most people don't necessarily don't have time for a longer video. So it'll have less views, but those people will still watch that 50% or more.
Right, there's always that guy. There's always that guy in the theater waiting for the end of the credits. Just
exactly, it's hella people that faithfully. So it's about 14% for me that watch till the end. And see what I'm saying? So like you say, it's a faithful few that'll watch to the end. So right there, like either way, having a longer video, you will end up with more watch time because the faithful are going to watch all the way through, and then even other people are going to average 50%. So like you're saying, if you got a 4-minute video, 5-minute video, and they're doing 50%, that's only 2.5 minutes. But if you got a 10-minute video and they do 50%, that's even if they did the third, right? It's still like 3 or more. See what I'm saying? So you only need 10 or 15% more to still get more watch time. See what I'm saying? So you will either way get more watch time if you make longer videos.
Yeah, you will. Yeah. Because it's
that's part of it.
Core demographic who wants to watch the entire video.
Exactly.
Like with Cycle Cruise, I'll watch him as soon as he starts going on about fucking get my gear here or fucking bug out moto. I'm out of there.
Exactly. No, that's what I'm saying, and that's exactly why you don't do that.
That's the end of the video, right?
Yeah, exactly. And so that makes you lose audience retention right there.
Yeah, right there.
So when you do it good, it's just hard. That's hard for me because for one, I like an outro. I mean, not necessarily talking outro, but usually I like the video outro. And then I really got to be a little more organized if you just to end it. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like you did in the last video, you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna end it right here.
And then I had already kind of had that idea in my head, and it's just kind of trying to be slick to be like, you already clicked off, and then to cut it off. See what I'm saying? But normally, like, I'm just vlogging and I'm talking, so I don't necessarily be thinking of some way to clever way to end it. You see what I'm saying? So that shit ain't that easy for me, especially it's out of habit, right? You do everything out of habit. I've been vlogging for years. It's kind of the same thing. You just keep saying the same intro, outro type of thing. So it's hard to kind of change.
That's the thing. My outro is so quick, and so is my little end credit. So it really, the 30 seconds that I lose is only 30 seconds. If you made it that far, it's only 30 seconds that you're losing at the end of this fucking video anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So.
Yeah, see, my problem is mine is like about a minute and a half sometimes. So it ends up being a lot. It's about 25% of the video sometimes. Yeah. Or at least like 20. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, that's a little chunk right there. Yeah, if you could drop that down to like 10 at least, like
yeah, the
then
shorter
it's a little
you
more
keep
watch
your
time.
outro, the better, right?
Just exactly.
That's it, bad.
Yep, and it's already too late. They already got to the end.
Watch over that like button, stage drive on the subscribe button, and we'll slay her another time.
Exactly. That's how you do it. Hell of like if you watch this. Yeah, a lot of people do the rushed one, like the guy Camera Conspiracies. He always does it like that. He'll start talking hella fast at the end.
Yeah.
and do his little thing where he goes like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's part of it. So that's gonna be that. You know how it goes. You're always trying to grow and work, like trying to figure this stuff out.
Like for instance, like Peter McKinnon, who's now got fucking somewhere in close to the 2 million fucking.
Hmm.
He always has his bloopers. He puts bloopers at the
Oh
end.
yeah, yeah.
And so like, how many people sit there and watch through all his bloopers, or just say, "Fuck it, I'm done." Fucking
No,
done.
yeah, and that's where I do that too. Sometimes I put some bloopers at the end, and then because a lot of that little shit is the shit at the end. To me, it's like you said, the guy to watch the credits.
Yeah.
So I always try to leave that little nugget. So whoever watched the end got a little extra treat in that sense.
Little
You see what I'm
extra
saying?
treat. Yeah, and they might see something that nobody else gets.
That
to
nobody else saw exactly.
Like
So
your dick. You just leave your dick out.
right, the little quick dick pic in there, sliding in. But yeah, no, that's crazy though. Yeah, that's the hard part. A lot of this should be hard too, though, because it's all. Yeah, I know. Anonymous said he watched the whole shit. I know he did. That, like you saying too. That's how you know, because you do shit and say certain things, and the only people that'll comment about that at the end. And smart people know to do that anyway to let the creator know you watched till the end, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't always watch every video to the end, but if I'm able to, even if it, I'm not really into it, I'll just leave it play.
A lot of times I'll be watching a video and I'll be like, okay, I'm watching this video, and then I'll get about halfway through it. I'm like, wow, you're really boring me.
Yeah,
that's the hard part. Yeah, yeah.
And so I end up just clicking off, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, and that's kind of what this is all about, right? That's what we're kind of trying to strive for, is trying to make better content. That's what I was saying in that video. That's what they say too. If you look at it, if you want to grow, is make better content, plain and simple. Nobody want to fucking accept shit like that. After a while, it don't matter how much social media shit you do, or even like going viral, right? People don't get that. You go viral, if you don't have the content to back it, you're not gonna get all them subs anyway, right? So, but if you make good content, then people will watch, and that's pretty much what it's all about. You just have to figure out what's good content, right?
Yeah. See, like Anonymous Biker, he's always saying like, I don't have an outro or an intro. Like the longest time, I never did that too.
That's when you first start for a lot of while. Yeah, a lot of time you don't have it yet. You haven't, because it took me a while too.
It's kind of cool to have an intro, but the intro is also, you got to keep it short and sweet.
Yeah, exactly. Because my next one's only gonna be like 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's like, I don't even know how long mine is, but sometimes I feel it's too long. But I kind of like the intro too, right?
Well, that's what it is too, though, right?
Here's what happens to mine, man. My intros are long. And the reason
you've got the best
that,
fucking intros ever, man. You got all this B-roll and fucking drone views.
That's why, because it's with me, it's the editing process is like is just as fun as like the filming process or the watching process. So to me it is. So like I'll sit down, I'll get high just to edit.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and like I'll fucking bring up all this B-roll. I was like, all right. So that's the funnest part of my edits.
There you go.
Like, I gotta do this beautiful. This is a chance to show my stuff. Oh, shut the fuck up. Just make a cool thing.
Right.
You always find the best music, Billy. That's what I'll always say, is you always find that music. Like you'll find somebody's song that's been remixed and made into something else, and then you just fucking throw the intro to that music, and it's just like, wow.
Yeah, I try to risk just tricking the bots. I admit that. I'll just say, fuck it. I'll steal this music. Let's just try to trick the bots a little bit. This way.
And that's what made your shit fucking kind of stand out, right? And that's how I always watch all your shit from beginning to end, Billy. Like, I will admit that your shit was I watched it right to the naked dancing girl coming out on the stage with all the Patreons and shit like that, and then her walking. I always watch it to the end, right? But I watch most people's videos right to the end. You really have to bore the shit out of me for me to leave, right? Like I have to be like, if I'm like halfway through it, I'm like, yawn, sleeping, let's go watch somebody else. Like it really has to be fucking boring for not to keep my attention span, right?
We should all have a road rash competition to see if we can't bore him off.
And I bore easy sometimes, but no, like seriously, like I'll sit through, most people's videos, right? Like
I got one for you. My most hated fucking video, or I think it's not most hated, but that should make me laugh because that's why I did it. I made a video pretty much to kind of annoy people, but I thought it was fucking hilarious as fuck. And just because I knew it would annoy people, and it did. It's this old video, row your boat. It is just what it says. It's that fucking beat, but it's some weird fucking beat, and I'm riding down this little trail, and anybody who watched it, everybody kept being like, "What the fuck, dude? What is this?" And then it was like speeded up. It was just weird, but it was funny to me because I knew it. I knew everybody be like, "What the fuck is this shit?" But the song is what made me laugh. That's what made me like pick the thing, you know. And then it did kind of. It was weird because at that time I'm riding a bike down a little fucking. It's like a little bike trail or those little people trail they make in the inner city and shit. And so it was like. It was funny to be. First of all, you ride a motorcycle down and shit. That shit's illegal as fuck. And then they had that weird ass song on there, and then speed it up. It was just. Matter of fact, I'm gonna have to go look back at that. That shit was a funny video to me. All with no talking, right?
I thought about doing a short film once with no dialogue.
Yeah, that's one of my goals actually. Short film, period. But yeah, I want to do it like a silent film too one day.
Yeah,
But like a modern film,
that's what I'm saying. It's like you
where
said,
I don't
no
have
dialogue.
to worry about. I don't have to worry about an actor. I could be the actor because there's no fucking dialogue. It's just my fucking hands or whatever. You know?
Yeah, there's no dialogue, but the dialogue is what you're doing.
It's the visuals.
Yeah. And that's a tall order. Like you got.
No, yes, it is.
Hell of fucking good script or
exactly. You got to plan that out. Yeah.
The best ones, my favorite, I posted on Facebook a while back, is from the magnum opus, The Maker. No dialogue, and it's just this puppet in a workshop that has to make another puppet to take his place before the hourglass runs out. And fucking moving. Look it up. Magnum opus.
Oh, he fell off at the end. But yeah, though, that's the kind of shit you want to do. Like that's saying they said. I heard they help me in my videos now. They say, show it, don't say it. So that's like the main thing, like what he's talking about right there, is to be able to just have all visuals with no dialogue, to where it, you have to tell the story. Oh, he fell off for real. Oh, ATV's in there and muted.
Yeah,
what's
fucking.
up? Oh, there you go. You had dropped out for a minute.
Oh, sorry, man. No, yeah, I was just saying magnum opus, where my favorite version, my favorite portrayal of that, like just not fucking put any flash or any fucking what's the word I'm looking for, man, narcissism into the work at all. It's just pure story. Something I want to tell.
Nice.
Whereas the extreme opposite of that would be Buster Keaton, right? It's like, or Dank Wheelie in our world, for instance. That'd be the extreme opposite of zero dialogue. I'll show it. Where Dank Wheelie, for instance, like Buster Keaton, man, it's like does all his own stunts. It's just like, hey, it's the extreme opposite of that, which is still impressive. Yeah. Still art, still awesome.
That's the difference too.
You guys think all them silent movies, man? There was no dialogue.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. You had to show it.
That's true.
All visual, right? And that's if you want to try and do something, like, you got to go back and study that shit, and then work from that. What do you want to do that's going to work from that, right?
Some of those things that Buster Keaton did, Jesus, man, at the top of Big Ben and shit, hanging off with the hands of the clock, and some of the things that he pulled off, jumping off of a motorcycle and grabbing onto a train simultaneously in one frame. You couldn't fake that shit, so you basically tried to kill yourself, or you had to.
Yeah, it's a lot to it. Oh, I didn't get to answer your comment too, Prairie. Well, I'm glad I wanted to touch on it. That's why. But what you were saying when you were saying it don't matter, you just hear because, like I be saying, it's basically like practice, right? And it's that you hear because you believe there's an end result, and that's what it is. Like, it ain't just this. I think it's either a lot of artists, right? That's the difference that separate them from a lot of people, because they end up chasing that dream, being like, fuck it, I believe I could do it. You know what I mean? Like that's one positive thing about LA, much as LA fucking sucks to me on many levels about all them fake people, but most of them people there is what we talking about, them dreamers, them people that was like, yeah, I believe I can do it. You know what I mean? And so that's what some of this is and what mine is, because you do have to question that. That was my little hint. part of my short film is going to be about that. It's some of what we question it and why you here, and that's why you here. Because like you say, you believe you can make it, or you believe something gonna happen, right? That's where I feel. Like I don't know what's gonna happen, but something's gonna happen.
See,
See what I'm
the way
saying?
I look at it is LA is a land of fucking plastic tits, ass, and lips.
Mm-hmm.
But the people that make it are the ones who strive to make it. You know what I'm
That's what
saying?
I'm saying. I mean, that's my point. It's that it's filled with a lot of people that believe they can make it. Is my point.
Yeah.
When
Now-
most people nowadays they're like they doubt everything, right? If it's not the
Well,
traditional path, going to get the 9 to
the
5,
reason why
then they don't
doubt
believe you can make it.
because there's somebody always fucking doubting them, so that's why they
Yeah,
doubt. It's like
exactly.
before I got my license for my motorcycle and got my motorcycle and did all that shit and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
One of my buddies, one of my close friends, Jeff, who's my drummer, who I've been playing drums with. He was in fucking many videos of mine, and we've been playing together for over 10 years. He was always one of them fucking negative naysayers. He's what does he call it? He called I can't remember. I saw the tip of my tongue, but I can't think. But anyways, he's always
Negative
one of
naysayer.
soul crusher. He called himself the soul crusher. I'll
damn.
crush your soul. So yeah, he was a soul crusher. So if you got anything positive and thinking like, oh, I'm gonna do this and this and this, he'd be like the first guy to fucking soul crush you, right?
Mm.
So when I decided that I was gonna go out and get my motorcycle license and go to motorcycle school and fucking get a motorcycle and this and that and do all this, he fucking soul crushed me hard, man. He's like, oh, blah, 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 saying his shit that he always says. I'm like, whatever, man, fuck you. I'm going to do this. He's like, yeah, whatever, blah, blah. You'll never fucking get it done. You know, for the longest time, he used to always bug me for not having a license or ID and shit like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And now here it is, fucking a few years later, and I've done it, right? And he has nothing to say because now if I say something, he can't soul crush me because it's just like, you tried to soul crush me on this, and I achieved what you thought I wasn't going to be able to do. Now, if I said I'm going to do this, and you try to, I'll just tell you to shut the fuck up because hey, if I can do this, I can do that. If I put my mind to it, you can do it. You just got to put your mind to it. And you have to
right? Like you're saying, a lot of hard work, right?
Fuck negativity, exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what? Negativity sometimes is what's that fucking little push you need to get the positivity in return, right?
Yeah, because I'm like you on a lot of that. I'll end up doing shit out of spite because somebody feel that I can't do the shit, and I'm like, you tripping?
You can't
That's because you don't think you could do it, motherfucker. I got mine. I got this.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? So yeah, that's all it is. It's just believing and thinking something's gonna happen, whether it's YouTube or however we saying. Because mine is it ain't YouTube. Really? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's anything in life, but for me, mine ain't YouTube. It's that it will be outside of YouTube. It's that commercial work. YouTube, all this is just practice for commercial work. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. I think YouTube is a lot of people mistake it for a career, and it can make money, but I think it's a great start to a career. I think it's a great start to a resume.
Mm-hmm.
I think the numbers that you can push on YouTube and
especially if you want to be a filmmaker, right? If you've got all these ideas in your head to become a filmmaker, and you run around with your little fucking pocket smartphone and you film this and you film that and you do all these great edits and you do all this and that, somebody's gonna see this shit. And and it does happen. Don't say it doesn't happen. It does fucking happen. People do go about doing it this way, right? A lot of people have started in the old days on VHS cameras and just fucking editing that shit into something, right? It's how you go about doing it, right?
Now that I've etched my way a little bit closer into the heart of the antiquity world, I've learned that YouTube is also it's a mandatory portfolio.
Yeah.
What mandatory portfolio. What's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. Anyway, engine. It's the site that you should put all your shit on.
For sure, yeah. If you're trying to build a portfolio, and you want something where people can see it, YouTube is definitely the place to put it, right? And if you're trying to be an up and coming filmmaker, commercial maker, or whatnot, like. You look at these guys that you think people make a lot of money doing fucking movies and shit like that. No. Look at the crews and stuff like that go around and do these fucking commercials. The guys that do commercials, they're making just as good money, if not better money, than the guys that are doing movies because a commercial, it's just a little snap of time where a fucking movie's 2 hours. Or, 2 hour movie that takes over fucking a year and a half to complete, where these commercials, that you get paid good money from, which is only a little snap on TV, takes you maybe 3 to 6 months to make, and you keep snapping those out fucking as quick as possible with all these big brand names that want you to do their commercials. You can make good money at doing that if you know what you're doing and you get the right gear to do it with.
Yeah.
And
As long as you don't put like, you know, your sex tape in your private playlist. And send that.
like I watched, was it either Peter McKinnon or Matty Hapoya fucking going to this guy's place in New York? That's all he does is commercials, and he's got this fucking.
They're gonna say sex tape
there, and he was in this tiny little studio, and they just smash out some of the best commercials on TV, and guaranteed you've seen their commercials on TV, but it was just like,
I think I saw that one. I think that was that
and
one.
they were
guy,
showing the different cameras that they had and how they were doing this and that.
Is that the guy? He was doing like jewelry and shit like that. Was that guy?
Yeah, and he had that robotic arm fucking.
Yeah. That shit with the work was sick. He was like, oh my god, yeah. That's the kind of shit I watch. Like I'm saying, when you talking about inspiration. And where you look at to where you're like, yeah, no, that what I'm making is shit. When you see some of these real people that's out there,
especially that robotic arm fucking camera, that thing was fucking awesome. I was like, oh, boy, look at that. I wish I could afford to buy that because it was so cool, man. That fucking and how
I kind of don't like that part though.
And move the camera from point A to point B to point C to point D to point F to point. You know what I'm saying? Just
that's where I be in the middle on some of that shit because to me that shit ain't pure like. I don't know. I mean, again, that's gonna be everybody gonna have their feelings on how they have. I'm like, that's like a fake fucking like. It's like to me, the cameraman was supposed. I know they got jibs and all this other shit, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I just feel funny about it, you know.
Yeah, but you're working in a small. But you got to think about this, okay? You're using a product like a Bic lighter. How big is a Bic lighter? Well, it's probably about 3 inches by 1.5 inches. You're trying to get every angle of the dangle of that Bic lighter to make the commercial interesting so that people will watch it. And
no, I get that. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about like I'm more of a purist, I guess, on how you film. I'm saying is that to me, it's supposed to be a person with a camera. Like I said, worst case on a fucking jib or on some crane, but basically somebody operating the camera though. Like to me, that's that part. Like I say, being a purist about
somebody who's operating the camera, right? You got to think there's a guy still fucking has to program that arm.
I know. I'm just saying it's just weird to me, or it seemed like fake. I feel funny about a slider. Put it that way. That's how bad I am. Yes, you see what I'm saying? I'm saying like where it's supposed to be film, like not everything can be handheld, right? But just saying, I don't know. I just feel funny about like automation. I guess it's the automation part, not the robot. Like it's automated.
Not everything is automated like you think it is. Like you look.
No, I mean like you program the moves. They program those moves in there. I'm saying
they program the moves, but okay, the moves are automated. But somebody had to come up with an idea to fucking.
Of course, the idea and all that, and the perspective or whatever. I know. I'm just saying. I'm being a purist and saying how it was just weird, and I'm not sure if I like that part of it. Like there's certain automation I don't like or like in photography. To me, I thought it was fake to like pull a still out of video. That's not photography to me. That's capturing a fucking still out of video. What it said. Photography is putting your eye up to the camera and seeing that in a frame and framing it and grabbing that shot. You see what I'm saying? So when they start coming along with that, with like red cameras and all that shit first came out, when they had high enough res that you could pull out stills, that's when all that shit started. And I was already like, that's cheating, or even changing the focus. No, that's cheating. You were supposed to have captured that. You see, that's what half of photography was capturing that shot, nailing the focus and nailing exposure and doing all these things. You see what I'm saying? So as I say, some of my shit is old school. I'm a purist on some level.
Yeah, well, see, I love the continuous shots. So, you know what I'm saying?
No, me too. I like that too. Now that I'm learning about that, what they call that, like the one take when they like flowing.
Watching 1917.
Yeah, exactly. So you be watching the same shit I was watching. Yeah.
Cameras coming across on the jib, and then all of a sudden the camera guys are dressed up as extras. They lift it off the jib, they go running, and they place it on the next jib, and then all of a sudden they're the fucking extra running through the
right. Yeah, that shit's fucking crazy. And that's hella hard to do. I mean, you had to do that in one take, like they saying.
Oh, one take. Well, they practice that over and over and over.
Yeah, again. You already know. Yeah, right. Yeah.
Everybody knows what they're supposed to do, right?
Yeah, but it looks hella clean. I mean, especially if it's like real, not like software. You know what I mean? Like really doing a one take with the camera.
Yeah, you can't always one take, but when you do those one takes, and then you see how they actually do that one fucking take, it's like, wow, man.
That's what I'm saying, right? Yeah. Well, I've seen some little ghetto ways to do it though. Well, you still got to have a person though. I mean, as far as vlogging, like, there's a way to do it with a person. I was watching this one guy video. I hope I saved that. and he did this little one take thing like that, where it looked like he bounced and did all these different things, and it was one take, but it was the way the guy filmed it. No, it wasn't one take. That was my bad. It was the way he filmed it. You'd walk this way, and then the guy would jump and move to the other spot, and then he'd move over there, and it would end up looking like it was all one take. And so, but it looked hella
There's so
clean, and there
many,
was a simple
dude.
way to do it.
I would like to recommend to everybody that's looking to put elements like that into your filmmaking, to look into subscribing to Film Riot if you don't already.
Oh yeah, I subscribe to
Yeah,
them.
man. They can, and then like don't just rely on Film Riot either. That opens you up to other things on the internet.
yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
look at little tricks and like think of little things that you can do with the camera. Like for instance, if you don't have a track, so you can time lapse away from an object or whatever, man. Like find a little wind up toy or some
Yeah,
shit.
exactly. Little shit
Camera
like
on
that.
stuff,
Yeah,
you know, experiment. I
Yeah.
use strings a lot.
yeah.
Like just like tracking a camera on a string with a ring
There
and then
you go.
time lapsing it so no one
Yeah.
fucking can tell the difference.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Film Riot and Indie Mogul are both like two ones that I watch all the time. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
I watch Indie Mogul too. Yeah.
yeah. It's just because I especially like when they have the interviews with the directors of the latest movie that are coming out and how they do the camera angles and the lighting,
Yeah.
like that, and make how they set the ambiance. And it's like, that's so cool. It's
Right.
that's how
they both can help you with other things too. Like for some reason, it seems like a lot of bikers are also into making, whether it be like carpentry, welding, different things. They all are into one of those fucking things, and both those channels also touch on all those things too.
Well, that's just it. If you're creative, you're creative, and if you want to make something creative, you always want to do something with your hands, right? Like I get bored sometimes because I can't do something. At least at home, I'm fucking bored because I can't do anything with my hands, or when I can jerk off so many times, but it's just not the same, right?
Right.
It's just,
Yeah.
You only got so many in them anyway.
do something constructive with my hands and get hands on and make shit happen. And I just,
Yeah.
my brain just, I've got all these ideas, and it's just like, yeah, it's 3:00 in the morning. Good luck doing that right now.
Oh, I know, right? That was that swing shift. It was killing me with that shit.
Yeah, exactly. When I was on graveyards, that's for the problem where I'd find,
Mhm.
like, fuck, I want to do something constructive, and I can't.
You
because
can't, yeah.
I'm seriously sleeping. There's not a store to be found that's open.
Exactly. You can't go nowhere. Yeah, it fucking sucks. It really does. So yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. It's cool to hear all you guys. I like to hear other people on that kind of on all this. Basically, when you said filmmaking right there, I was like, oh, there we go. We got one.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like, that's where I be like, for one, I'd be scared to use the word. I hate to use the word to a certain point because I'm like, dude, I'm not a filmmaker, but we are filmmaking,
We
right?
are.
Technically,
Well, I mean,
regardless
we're
by
like we're
definition.
producing videos. We're putting our life videos on YouTube and shit like that. But if you want to get fancy with it for fun, there's no problem with that, and that's
Mhm.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Period.
It's taking it to the
What's
next
up, Mutt?
How's it going, man?
But yeah, no, that's where I'm at though. Like you say, it's the filmmaking thing. It's the whole. I don't know when that shit first hit me. When I first saw it, when I saw that photography and this shit was the same thing. Ever since
We are
then, I just
doing
been
what
on
our great grandparents wished they can do. Like,
Oh, I know.
if we all had grandparents that bought like reel to reel
Yeah,
video
I'm about to say
cameras
8
back in the day,
millimeter and shit like that.
yeah, you know
yeah.
damn well that when they bought that thing, they were thinking, "Damn, I'll make some movies. I'm gonna be a director now." You're
Oh,
like
I know.
great grandfather shit,
Right?
but they couldn't even think about doing the shit that we're doing now.
Yeah, I know. That's the amazing.
Even-
We're in an amazing
Even
time.
when I was a
yeah.
kid, man. Even with when I was a kid, and like I remember my buddy and I, we would pretend we were making movies and shit like that. And we'd have our hands up and pretending that we were holding a camera and shit like that, and trying to film all these scenes and shit. And it's just like, man, if we had what we have today back when I was a kid, fuck,
Oh,
we
I
would
know, right?
make the coolest videos, right?
Right.
Yeah. For sure, man. My first camera, I don't know. What was y'all's first camera? Mine was a Kawasaki VHS. You insert the VHS on the top, and it had fucking effects on it, too. I could press the effects button, and it would do split screen, black and white, a few
So-
others.
First video camera?
That's what I'm about to say. Yeah. You mean
My
first video or still?
camera. My first
First video
video
camera.
camera was one of them Nikon fucking digital cameras that could do fucking film and fucking pictures. And that was like maybe, how old's my kid now? She's what, 12, 13. So yeah, 10 years ago.
I had a
And I had a Sony Handycam that had the little DAT tapes, the little miniature VHS
Oh,
tapes.
right.
That went
yeah, 7
until
millimeters
that
or
thing
whatever.
fucking
Mini
fried.
TV. Was it a mini TV? Or
Yeah. The mini
Okay.
DVs, yeah,
Oh.
that's all, yeah.
That was
Digital
the first
My-
digital conversion.
My fucking first camera was probably about yay fucking big, and you held it on your fucking shoulder, and you put a whole VHS in it.
Yeah, same. That's the same thing. That's
Big
why I
ass
remember
fucking,
the
like,
handle on top. It was so fucking big.
right?
Yeah. I've seen those, but I couldn't afford them at that time, right? Like,
I think those were hand-me-downs because this was like '98, so that camera probably was from the '80s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I remember that. You're right. It was hella big with the fucking shoulder mount.
Yeah.
Right.
them cameras in the '80s were like fucking $2,500 back then.
Oh, I know. That's the
25 pounds.
thing. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I pawned mine for $50.
Oh,
Like,
no way.
Shit.
Like
I remember.
1998, 1999.
I remember when I was a kid and I was learning how to skateboard and shit. I was with my now stepbrother, fucking heroin ass motherfucker. Going skateboard and shit, bombing down hills and purposely like running straight into fucking fences just to videotape it and shit like that, and getting broken bones and being fucking stupid, skating off roofs. It's stupid shit. Cameras are bad news, man.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
let's
They
get
start
that
making
back
you do
then.
stupid shit.
Well, that's
In 99,
the
I was
other
taking
thing too. Is I'm kind of glad, I wish we had cameras back then, but I'm kind of glad we didn't have cameras.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was it.
Well, when I did have one, I was stupid. You say first video camera, I had a little Sony. I forgot what it was, but it was a what was those, like high 8 or something like that, the little videotape. And yeah, we was
8
retarded and
millimeters,
built. Yeah, is it 8mm? Not 8mm back in the day. I'm talking about later when it was a little tape.
7mm, I think.
Yeah.
I forgot, but no, it might have been 8 because they called them high 8s. I think I remember.
The high 8s, yeah. I remember
Yeah,
those.
but it was a little smaller tape. When like you said before, you had the big ass VHS, and then the next one was the little small one. See what
Yeah,
I'm
And
saying?
you could get it at
Mini
VHS
TVs,
adapter
right?
sticking in there, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was-
exactly,
it was the
yeah.
same thing with the DAT tape.
Well, no, I take that back. No, because the whole camera hit got hella small by then. See what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
they made a movie. They made a movie about that film type called 8mm with Nicolas Cage about snuff films. Good movie.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the old school ones though. But yeah, no, I may have made one of them, and we was fucking retarded, and I ended up building ramps, and we jumped over my car. Which now you're like, yeah, that was kind of a little
High
bit.
8 was a lot like mini DV, just a little bit.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember in Seattle, because those hills are so steep, I used to take the skateboard and we'd fucking when we got the smaller cameras, we'd go and set them on our chests and like fucking luge down the hill laying on the skateboards and go underneath trucks and shit.
Oh, nice.
As they're fucking moving, just try to fucking go right underneath people's fucking rigs. So
Right.
fucking stupid.
I know we were crazy back in the day. I mean, in comparison.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm still alive.
I always say that. Yeah.
Yep.
It is kind of sad we didn't have GoPros back in the day though.
It's sad, but you know,
like you said, it's good and bad. Because
yeah,
either we would have been dead or even more dead, or we would have had some great fucking footage and got rich.
Yeah.
I mean, how many broken bones did you get when you were kids?
I don't know. I've been lucky. I never got
I got one
at that time.
I've got a broken toe in my life. I've been very lucky.
Damn,
I've bailed off my bike. I don't know how many times.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't know how many concussions I've had from my
Well,
head
that
hit
too. Yeah, from
first.
football for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You wear no helmet.
That's what I'm about to say. No
bike.
helmet, no pads, none of that. Yeah.
Oh no, you were a nerd if you wore a helmet.
Exactly. Well, yeah, we didn't even have that shit. I mean, helmet football, though, man, when we was playing tackle football and shit like that.
Yeah.
I done got concussions like that with them knees to the head and all that kind of shit.
Yeah, and I grew up on a beach with nothing but logs and rocks, right? And that's all we used to do. We used to run logs and run logs as kids. And I knew a few of the guys that grew up on the beach where we grew up. A couple of them fucking fucked up and broke their arm and shit like that, but because their foot dexterity wasn't the greatest. But yeah, no, I was one of the lucky ones that never broke any bones.
Same here. I only did my ankle. I think I learned. I must have tore some
broke a
fucking
toe.
ligament or something.
The only thing I broke was a toe because I kicked the corner of the couch, and that was it. Right. So
I have fucking
I've been
way
one
too
of the
many.
lucky ones.
I've broken way too many bones. It's probably because I'm fucking a goddamn chicken arm and leg motherfucker, but
You know, if you got no foot dexterity and you're a bit of a klutz, that's gonna happen, right?
nah, it's just from doing really stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
One of them was from a Samoan chick that was like 180 pounds when I was in fucking grade school. Broke my ankle, snapped it. Playing soccer. Oh man.
All I ever broke
All right,
is my
I'm gonna get-
nose and my finger and my thumb.
I'm gonna
Mm.
step
Those would suck.
outside and partake in some legal marijuana here in this
There
country.
you go.
Yeah.
Cool, man.
I
That's
shall
what
be
I'm
back.
talking. Shit, excuse
I
me.
can't handle that shit.
Uh-oh.
I'm a fucking pussy when it comes to weed.
Uh-oh.
Ah, pussy.
Missing out.
But on
One
road
hit,
rage.
I'm out. One hit wonder.
There you go.
Hey
How
man,
we
that's
looking here?
one hit wonder is where it starts, right? You just have to
Yep.
eventually grow your tolerance.
One
to-
grows up. Yep, exactly. I really kind of need
we all
me a
think
joint
that one
right
hit
now.
wonder. We just grew our tolerance a little higher over time.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll be back.
Yeah.
What
I'm
would
a
you
one hit
guys?
wonder too, man. If I don't smoke for like a week, I'm a fucking half hit.
Right.
Yeah, for some reason I never could get used to it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was never a fan of weed.
Yeah, I don't like the high. It feels like to me like it just keeps getting stronger and stronger as the time goes on, and you can't stop it. Like alcohol, you can drink till you like it and then stop, and it's usually pretty good.
It all depends on the person.
That's
why
what I say exactly. Now
Yeah.
you get to a point you're like, yeah, I'm good.
you go to a doctor and they give you all these fucking different drugs. Some work, some don't. That's because different people have different fucking chemicals,
Exactly.
fucking makeups,
Yeah.
and fucking pot works for some people, pot doesn't for others.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how
Certain
motherfuckers
pots
be
work for-
driving, smoking that shit while they're going. Over here in Washington, they're just constantly smoking while they're driving, and I'm sitting there like, dude, I can't even walk.
No,
Oh,
yeah, if you
motherfucker.
smoke, that ain't really no problem. You just drive a little slower.
Yeah, like for me, it's fucking Asperger's, right? So
Mm.
the psychoactive activity that happens in sativas,
Mhm.
specifically in my brain, straighten everything out. But like if you apparently, if you hang out with me when I'm straight, it's not fun.
Oh, is that right? Uh-oh.
I guess apparently. That
Yeah,
I'm,
no, that's what they say. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
So
they got pharmaceuticals too. I have to take some shit called Lamictal to straighten everything out as well. But the sativa works way better.
Natural. Yeah, they bullshitting on a lot of they hiding a lot of this shit. It's a great thing.
They're on every corner over here for sure. Every shop, there's one on every corner. Or gas
I
station.
forgot where you at again. You said
Washington.
Washington? Oh yeah, y'all legal. Yeah.
I remember when they first started opening it, my neighbor
Oh, damn it.
got a job at one of those, and fuck, man. He was constantly bringing new strains and shit, stuff called like AK-47 and whatnot, and I'm like, 20%? No thanks, man. I'll stick with like that old shit that's like 9%, thank you, if I'm gonna have any.
Oh, that's hella weak. Even 20 ain't all that. You be trying to
That
get
was like when it was first starting.
yeah, you be wanting like 27, 30 or more
Yeah,
higher
it's
if you
ridiculous.
could.
And then you got dabs and shit, which is
Yeah, I don't know about all that. That's all that new wave shit.
no thank you.
But I'm sure I hear it's cool though. I mean, I don't know, to each his own, like you say.
I'm about to have a panic attack and go straight up white boy.
Well, that sound like you need some weed then.
No, my whole family's trailer trash, so I'll stick to my fucking Bud Light and whiskey and vodka and shit.
There you go. I hear you. Everybody got their vices. That's the point. That's what I was talking about.
Well, by the time I'm 40, I'll look like fucking Santa Claus, I'm sure. All red in the face. So, Prairie, how's it going? How's your views going?
Not too shabby.
Good to hear. I've been
Yeah.
playing the videos on my laptop and shit when we're doing this, and I haven't been able to make the past few because I've been doing fucking homework, just studying.
I've been going
Oops.
a little crazy on the streams, but yeah, the watch time's getting up there.
Nice. Yeah, I seen
Yeah,
a
he
post.
gonna whoop me.
Like you're
What?
at like what? You like peak 6,000 hours or
I was
something.
about to say, where you at? Where you at?
Let's see. My last 28 days is fucking, it's unbelievable. When I checked it today, I couldn't believe it.
Uh-oh. I know you whooping me.
It's like 500 and, say 584 hours of watch time this
Oh, you're
month.
destroying me, shit. I'm still in the minutes. I don't even mind showing the minutes. It's 16,000. That's not that much. Fuck, what is that? But I'm up 47% though.
Oh, that's good.
He has a giant fucking leap. I mean, that's just from live stream. I've only been doing them weekly, but
Excuse me.
damn, I need a calculator to see what that is in hours.
Billy must be smoking too because he's choking like I am.
I still got that Romulan floating in the house, man.
I just did a roach joint outside in the cold, and fuck, when I smoke a joint outside in the cold, it makes me hack.
By the way,
'cause of
I
my-
like
But dude, that was so funny. By the way, like, was it a couple days ago or whatever? We were talking the same thing. I was like, I got Romulan. Like, oh, I love. You were like, I love Romulan, and somebody else is like, isn't that trash weed? And I was like, shut the fuck up, you stupid fuck. I can't remember who that was, and I'm sorry if it was somebody here, but it was hilarious.
I like that name though. By the way, LGBFU.
LGBT community rep. Mutt, I'm here for you, buddy.
That's fucking funny.
Road Rash, should we like call 911 for you, buddy? Or
Mhm.
Oh, that's normal for me, man. Don't worry about me. When I start fucking puking, then they know I've been hacking hard.
That's what we used to call it, a Mac blast. He took a Mac blast.
Oh, dude, I made up a fucking word for that. It's when you're coughing real hard to where all the oxygen's pretty much just left your body, and you I mean, all the cannabis is finally out of your lungs, and you bring oxygen back into your lungs. It's like a weird, dizzy fucking euphoria, and I think what's the word? Autoerotic cannabis asphyxiation.
There you go.
Autoerotic cannabis asphyxiation. And it's my word, goddammit.
We used to say you can't get off if you don't cough, right? So
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
Oh my fucking god! What am I doing here?
Mhm. Oh yeah, so I got what? What did I say it was? 270. What did you say you had? 5? So you got me doubled on me. You said 5 something?
580, 584.
Yeah, he whooping.
That's how many hours?
That's how
minutes.
many hours I have this month. Well,
Yeah,
last
he
28
whooping me.
days.
So,
He whooping me. I'm only at 270.
what? How many subscribers you up to?
Ooh.
they're both kind of tied.
Nah, he's way past me, right? Ain't you like 1,800 or something like that?
1,862.
Yeah.
Shit,
Yeah, I'm only at 1,000.
I'm only at like fucking 620.
I'm trying to get to the
Fuck, you're better
1,100.
than me. Everybody in this room's doing better than me. So I'm at 285. So
Well, I mean, my channel that I talk about, this one I'm on, is my furry channel. So
Mhm.
it's not my motovlogging channel.
Nah, it don't matter. Channel's a channel.
Yep.
That one hasn't had a fucking video upload in like two years now.
Oh, I feel you. I'm like that with my Droney Montana. Like you say, like 2 years. I'm really sad and I feel bad and left those people. And yeah, I need to go back there. Actually, even Instagram or something and be like, hey, I'm sorry or something. Because that ain't kind of cool to disappear. We always talk about that when you just disappear and shit. Well, I did tell them though. I was like, hey, look, I'm not going to be over here. Go over to Rocket Rider 510 if you want to follow. So whoever would have followed came over. But
yeah.
I let some fucking kid borrow my Drift HD, and that's pretty much when I stopped making videos because they all fucking like disappeared. Shit. Like, I was like, all right, whatever. I was pretty much done anyway.
Mm-hmm.
My
I'm
daughter
about to
lost
find
my
one.
session.
Your what?
My daughter lost my session.
Oh, you fucking second.
That was actually a gift from Deep South Moto.
Mm.
I remember when you got that. I totally remember when you got that from him.
That little fucker is gonna find it.
Because you were rocking that old school fucking Hero 3, weren't you? Or one of those Chinese knockoffs of the Hero 3 before that? No,
Yeah. I got like 5 of those sons of bitches. And then I let her use the session because it can come through on
Bring my phone.
on your app. You can see the fucking the viewfinder is your phone. So we were doing that. She was upstairs with the camera, and I was downstairs with the phone. And I could see what she was doing. It was a lot of fun. Ha 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 ha. I got drunk. Camera gone.
Mm.
Probably in like a fucking one of the fucking vents, one of the fucking furnace vents or some fucking.
I'm not too worried about it, right? It's fucking waterproof and sealed and all that, and impact proof. So it's like shoved up a doll's ass or something.
Yeah, it's probably still in the house. But yeah, those little sessions, like I'm holding it right now, my session 5. If you didn't get a chance to buy one of those, man, you missed out because these are good little cameras.
I know, I still want that 5.
Oh, Prairie! I was going to show you pictures of my colonoscopy. I wanted to show you all the inside of my asshole.
Nice.
What the hell? Y'all want to get a room or what?
Nah, I threw them away.
Get on a WhatsApp chat for fuck's sakes for that.
I think they got a dildo now that you can buy that's got a camera built in.
Oh my god, I don't want to see that.
If you
I
got
want to
those
source,
pictures on your
dude.
computer, dude, I'll fucking.
Want to
I'll full
source
screen that shit.
I want to source the sex robot industry to make actual robots that actual do stuff besides sucking.
Well, aren't they
You know,
work? Isn't
Japan-
that the whole
Japan's got
thing that they're
something
trying
like
to
that,
do?
though. They got
No,
little-
man, that's not what I'm trying to do. I mean, fuck, if you're a Star Wars fan, you want a robot to like do your dishes and shit and actually be a person doing it.
I'm about to say it's called a
that's
wife.
what I thought that they were working on these.
It's called a
these
woman.
No,
damn
sophisticated
it.
your
sex
wife.
robots.
Your wife is the one sitting in chains in the brass bikini. Your
Okay, there we
android
go.
does the fucking dishes.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
yeah, that's kinda, I guess. No, I'm talking about old school. She be
That shit's a
pregnant and
PR nightmare.
barefoot. Fuck that, pregnant and barefoot in the kitchen. Damn it.
Oh
Or
my
like
god.
if Alexa could actually do things, right? You know, the old Rosie the robot promise.
No, that's what I
They had
mean. That's what I
these
say. Because
fucking
y'all all tripping. That's what we already got on this planet. We already had. Y'all just fucking up and y'all let them out they they let them out their lane. That's the
Y'all-
problem.
y'all
That's what they
motherfuckers.
supposed to fucking be. Y'all fucked up trying to give all that equality bullshit or whatever you want to talk about. Fucking
Y'all
up.
motherfuckers
Oh.
are lucky you do not work for the government.
I'm just talking shit. You already know. I get canceled
No,
right
no,
now.
I can see the sexist side of it too, with Rocket's point of view. I totally fucking get that shit.
I mean,
And
yeah, I'll
I
just be,
call it
I'm only
sex.
half joking. Exactly. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the point of what the fuck we got another half of the species for. It's just they don't want to do their fucking job. That's your job. That's what every species got a job. Their job is to be a mother and to be a fucking homemaker. Period. I'm sorry. That our fucked up economy cause women need to work, but overall, the nature, I'm talking about nature. Nature, the woman is not on the side with me out there hunting the fucking food. She's back there taking care of the kids. She's gonna cook the food I bring home, right? That's what it's supposed to be. That's why
Or
the
vice
family all
versa.
fucked up.
That
Yeah.
reminds me of a guy. He got off on a wicked rant. This was about 15 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, you know why the economy's so bad? You know why you have to have 2 incomes just to survive around here?
I know what
Because
you're gonna
women
say.
are allowed to work.
Oh yeah.
It's like if women weren't working,
Yeah.
everything would be cheaper because you'd still be able to get by on 1 income. You'd have to, otherwise the country would fail.
That's
like
true.
he was just going on, and he wasn't
Kinda.
exactly wrong.
That's what I'm about to say. Kinda. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
On certain levels, yes.
I mean, to say that women can't do anything is, that's not
Yeah,
cool,
exactly.
but-
Not to say they can't do, but like you say, in theory, they taking jobs that would have
Yeah.
been a man. They would have been taking care of his family. So
And
I'd
that's,
still- I'd
that's how the
still push
economy
for-
goes, right?
Yeah.
You
I'd
can
still
have
push
2
for,
people working, so you can jump the cost of everything up. Because
I would
some
still
people
accept
can't
women
afford it.
drivers. Women drivers would be cool though. I need women drivers because I don't want to go to the fucking grocery store for my beer.
right, like fuck that Saudi shit. Exactly. She gotta be able to drive so she can run errands.
I was just trying to be as sexist as I possibly could. Then.
Exactly. No, I like that. I think that was, it barely
You know
came out
what's funny?
sexist to me. Shit.
You guys get your beer from the grocery store, but fuck, if I was to go to the grocery store and fucking get my beer, man, I'd have to travel further than I'd have to get to my beer store. My beer store is closer than my grocery store.
Dude, I'm lucky, man. My wife goes and gets all my beer, but at any moment she could tell me to fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
I know that. Have to be going,
Mhm.
but it's not like it's not a mile down the road,
Mm-hmm.
and she's on her way anyway. Hey,
It's funny because
I'm making myself look terrible.
I have
Mhm.
Billy. I've got
He said men in kitchen.
Billy. I've got 4 beer stores that are
Anonymous, I guess that makes me kitchen.
man.
He's stupid.
Oh my
4
God,
beer
my
porters?
fucking eyes are what?
I know that's a good
4
one.
beer stores, but they're the exact same distance away from me, man. It's like eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one do I?
I'm not that lucky, man. I'm in the middle of this fucking Bible Belt shit. I'm
Oh,
lucky
that's
I can
right.
get beer on Sundays now.
Mm.
It was only the past couple of years that they allowed beer sales on Sundays. The past year that they allowed wine in the grocery stores. And they're all thinking, all these dumb fuckers are thinking, oh, we're going to have legalized marijuana soon. Shut the fuck up. It took you 1,000 years to get wine in Food City.
Right.
They're still, it's crazy here, man. They're still living life by some laws from like Quaker time.
Right, exactly.
Quaker
Some
time.
ancient fucking shit. Yeah.
You can't have alcohol within the 1,000 yards of a school or a church, or there's religious reasons to it, biblical fucking consequences. So that's why it's the law. You can't have it. So that's why there's the liquor stores are so few and far between and shit. And you can drink beer at a restaurant now, like a Ruby Tuesdays that serves beer usually. But it still has to be within 1,000 yards of a church or a school. Like barbarian fucking weird rules.
See, some of them times is where I like Cali.
Yeah,
There's some of the times that liberal shit is kind of cool because you're like, yeah, we can do what the fuck we want to do around here for a lot of parts.
Yeah, there's an elementary school just not far from my house here, and there's a fucking beer store. There's actually 2 beer stores.
Dude, here's a funnier thing. The students, I drove past the high school the other day, and there was a truck in the parking lot with a school tag, a parking tag, high school parking tag in the rearview mirror, and in the back of the truck was a rifle rack with like 2 or 3 shotguns and a 22 in it.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that stupid?
It's like, what's the fucking point, man?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on.
Like the meme that you see on the internet about fucking the chick fucking with the Muslim chick with the Quorum and the gun, and then below it is there's the blonde American girl with the Bible and a gun and the flag behind her, right? You get the fucking Muslim chick, the flag behind her, the Quorum and holding an AK-47. You got the blonde girl with the American flag behind her, holding the Christian Bible with an M16 or an AR-15, right? It's the same fucking thing, man.
That's
because America.
Our big problem is we like to
Mm-hmm.
put, for some reason, I don't know why, but we like to put single minds in power. And that single mind influences, I don't know, a few dozen lower, probably more powerful minds, but there are lower status than them. And then they're allowed to go around and tell everybody what's okay and what's not. But it all starts with this one motherfucker.
Yeah, well, I look at it as the weak-minded. You've got the strong-minded that says, oh, I can get all these weak-minded people to follow me and do all this fucking stupid, crazy shit, and they'll fucking do it like it's fucking no problem, right? Because it's the simple, weak-minded people that do that. Anybody that's gone and
speaking of which, subscribe to Prairie Boy.
Alcohol or LSD, anybody that's actually kind of delved in LSD or magic mushrooms and shit and opened the doors of perception to their brain, realize that this shit's so stupid. And like, you're an idiot. Like, why can't you see this fucking shit? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man, the power of rhetoric.
Like,
politicians are good at.
I love doing LSD, man. Like, that's fucking so much fun. You drop a fucking tab of LSD and just go on your way, fucking merry a little way.
I tried that once, acid. It was very interesting, to say the least.
There's 2 different chemical gateways there that open up with 3 that open up with hallucinogens, man. LSD I can't do, but psilocybin I can do, and mescaline is like I don't know.
Yeah, see, I haven't done
it just
that.
depends.
I've done the mushrooms and I've done the LSD, right? The thing about LSD is like, for me, it's like I get nice and buzzed. I don't do like quad hits like some people would do. I'll just do a small little hit. And like literally 3 hours later, I get super gassy. Like I gotta find a shitter, and it's got to be close by because I'm about to shit my pants. It's just the way
making my jaw right now.
Your colon's pretty much saying "fuck you, motherfucker."
Yeah, but when it's like no, it's just like you fucking.
Just the conversation is making my jaw clench right now. Yeah, I mean, I was addicted to LSD for quite some time.
But and mushrooms, it's fun.
About 4 years, I think I was going straight on that stuff.
Well, I
So
never
at the
went
end, yeah, I was taking 5 and 6 hits, and I was taking eye hits. We would at that, toward the end of the trip there, we were finding
the
liquid.
liquid LSD, yeah. When you can get in the liquid form.
Shit, I was stupid and ignorant and fucking got tricked into taking acid.
But
As the
did it
fucking-
open any doors in your brain? Did it help you see? It was like LSD is like the third eye. You know when they show the third eye in the Hindu fucking temples and shit like that.
Right.
That's kind of what LSD is like, man. Is it
So
opens up that third eye? It opens up the doors of perception, as the Doors would put it in their music and shit like that. It's just
It does work. It does work to make you see more. It does work, but it's like a synthetic
it
version of it.
unlocks things.
I don't know if I don't think that did that for me quite. I mean, it was only one and only time I ever took it. So
that's why, because that's why I didn't, because you're like, what the fuck is this? Because you
new
didn't
experience,
understand.
right? I didn't
Yeah,
know
you
what's
have
going
to.
on.
It's something you have to settle into.
Well,
Yeah.
so what happened?
I mean-
I was at lunch at high school, right? So this is my freshman year, and I had a buddy, and he came with I guess what it was a blotter, just a little smiley face on a piece of paper.
Yeah, that's a blotter. Yeah, little tap.
And he said, I dare to eat this piece of paper. So I was like, all right, I ate the piece of paper. A couple minutes later, like, I don't know, 15, maybe 10, the fucking floor started to wave and shit.
No, that shouldn't have happened.
And
that's
everything around me was weird. Like colors were kind of tracing back and forth and like really blurred.
Mushrooms behind you.
And I tried
was
when
a
I was
dream.
walking. I was walking like really slow, and people were laughing at me, and I was kind of freaking out. Like, why is everybody staring at me? And I'm trying to walk to class because I'm trying not to trip over this floor that's moving on me and shit, and it really freaked me out.
Yeah, that shouldn't have happened. It was either something else or you were dreaming.
Exactly, because LSD in its purest form won't do that. LSD just kind of, it'll start making, you'll giggle. And everybody else isn't laughing. You're the one laughing, and you cannot stop laughing. You're just laughing. You see something stupid, you're like, ha, 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 ha. Like you think you laugh at pop, but then you see something really dumb on fucking LSD, and you fucking howl.
It's very over. The tripping is a very over exaggerated thing when people try to explain it, for sure.
Exactly.
Like it's really hard to get a knack on what the hell's going on there unless you really do it. And like you were saying, doors really do open up, but it's not like what you think. It's not like the different worlds or anything like that. It's just a perception of certain things just change.
Yeah. It's changed,
right? Like your perception of colors, like you can almost smell those motherfuckers.
Yeah.
But it's not a hallucination. It's not like, whoa, I can smell colors. Whoa.
Right. I didn't see nothing weird. It just felt like everything was, I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah,
the biggest exaggeration I've
done LSD. I know what you're trying to come across, right?
Like when people say pink elephants, that pisses me off, man. Nobody in their fucking life tripping on acid has ever seen a pink elephant.
Yeah, no, I didn't see no spiders crawling everywhere. I didn't see nothing coming out of nothing. Just colors were a bit different. And
I remember I was coming off LSD one time. We fucking dropped some LSD, and then we went out. We did the fucking massive walk around the city and shit, tripping out at night. And I get home, and I'm coming off LSD, and I'm like, man, why do people always have to stop and wait at a red light? It was one of them stupid things. It was like I was just delving on these. Why do you always stop and sit at a red light? Like you're standing there, red light. Oh, I gotta stop, right? But but that was young and dumb back then. You think about it now, and you think about it back then. It's like your mindset's totally different back then than what it is now.
So you guys have done LSD more than once, obviously.
I never done it. No, I never done it.
Oh, I
want
mean,
to one day.
I've done milligrams and milligrams and milligrams.
Yeah.
So what's up with those cop videos of this guy? They're saying, this guy's on LSD and he's like raging the fuck out and like smashing everything.
I thought that's PCP, ain't it?
Yeah, that's PCP. That's not LSD.
Yeah.
So that was just a
somebody fucked up
fallacy or something on their
that's PCP where they be flipping out, or angel dust or whatever, all that type of shit.
Yeah, angel dust and meth and shit like that. That's the shit.
Okay.
Yeah, angel dust. Yeah, is essentially PCP. But I mean, again, that goes back to different people reacting differently to different drugs.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean,
some people react differently to weed than others do, right? Like
you can take so much LSD to where it kind of makes you out of it. And not really like that. You just kind of freeze up and be like weird vision.
So who here is taking E?
I haven't done
I
that
have.
either.
Oh, yeah.
Plenty done.
So what the fuck is that like?
That's
Amazing.
MDMA. It's also a hallucinogen, but more like a mushroom, a lower good feeling.
See, the problem with
I
E
want
nowadays,
to
though,
suck
is-
your nose. I want to suck the boogers out of your nose. I love you. So good.
See, the problem with E nowadays, though, is I don't know what it's like down in the States, but up here, the people that are doing the pills every now and then are throwing fentanyl in it, and it's killing people.
Oh fuck. Yeah, that shit ain't cool. That shit is causing problems over here right now.
Yeah, we've got problems with fentanyl too. It's not as bad as it used to be, though. It seems to be like I'm not hearing it on the news. Another fentanyl overdose. It's actually, I would say, in the last 6 months, it's really died down. The amount of people overdosing on fentanyl right now.
That's probably because the media ain't reporting it. That don't mean the numbers ain't down.
No, because our news.
You
is
have to look
pretty
the numbers
fucking
up.
weak as it is, so they have to report anything that fucking make a news day.
Well,
Right?
shit, the only thing they're reporting
No, because
right
the reason
now
I
is-
say that around here they don't talk about. You don't see none of that shit on the news. That's what I'm saying. Remember, media is fucking propaganda machine. So, I said, they don't even talk about fentanyl on it. You hear that on other news around here. They're not showing and I'm sure there's motherfuckers dying around here. You see
the
what
only
I'm
thing
saying?
they're reporting is college students dying on oxys because they're drinking and taking oxys.
Yeah, it depends on where you at, like you said. Because around here they don't talk about none of that shit. That's what's making me think liberal media, right? Because there's a lot of people here they don't want. I don't know. They don't want to expose a lot of that. Because you figure again, it's a giant fucking state. I'm in a Bay Area with 10 million people. They don't have no news about none of that shit. None of the fucking like how it's an opioid fucking epidemic right now. They barely talk about that shit. You see what I'm saying? That kind of shit. So that's what that is. That's propaganda. Because them the motherfuckers that brought the damn. Nobody get. We went to Afghanistan. It's loaded with poppies, and all of a sudden we got an opioid epidemic. Where the fuck you think that shit came from?
There's no fucking opioid epidemic. It's been around
as far as the ego.
No, it's pharmaceuticals though. I'm saying it's the legal shit. It ain't like it's heroin. It's the point. It's all these fucking pills and shit.
The legal shit has been around forever. That's the problem. Is it's been around forever. It wasn't a problem 10 years ago. It wasn't a problem 20 years ago, and it's been around longer than that. It hasn't changed.
I'm talking about all these legalized drugs. They didn't have all this shit when we were kids. How you got all these commercials and shit on TV? That shit wasn't like that back in the day. We didn't have no 1 million drugs for all these antidepressant, all these Xannies, pop, all this shit. They didn't have all that shit. You see what I'm saying?
With a long list of fucking, this may happen to you if you do this drug. Right, go see your doctor, or you can fucking die from this, or liver failure. Or heart failure,
you have heartburn, take this drug. You might fucking shit yourself to death.
Yeah.
Something I do know about
that's what I'm telling you. Like
from experience. If you don't mind me touching on back to the E deal, people that may be watching it, I would think everybody that's watching right now is old enough to like experience this and know this already. But just in case. This is one thing I experienced in my E days, and that was the days where mosh pits, punk rock fucking clubs, going to Green Day shows and shit, and I saw it quite often. Was fishing out, what we called fishing out, and a good amount of ecstasy in your system when you're it gets you excited. You fucking everything is fucking awesome, even if you're doing physical activity like jumping up and down in a mosh pit with me, and you don't stop sweating, but you don't feel it. It's like your mouth stays moist up until the very end and shit like that, until your body goes into convulsion. So like, I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm not trying to tell you what to do. If you're fucking, whoever asked that, if you're fucking swallowing E all the time, man, water is like so more important than you could ever imagine. On that,
I've heard that, before that.
For one, your blood's fucking. I heard your brain's cooking anyway up there. It's cooking.
Being a furry, because people are in these fucking fursuits and shit, and there's a lot of when they do the raves, there's a lot of drugs that go around between the adults, especially E and shit, and people always passing out and getting. Because it's 110, 120 degrees in those suits, so you last like 30 minutes. If you on E. I mean,
that sounds like a recipe. That sounds like suicide.
It's bad. There's like literally people constantly getting hauled off in ambulances during the raves and shit.
Yeah.
So.
But we called it fishing out in the mosh pits because people would drop. They would just drop dead. Like right in the middle of the fucking dance, they would drop dead and start flopping on the ground, and it was muscle spasm from being overloaded with salt and undernourished with under.
Wow.
So the salt would just make them flop on the ground like a fish. And I saw it 3 times myself. And then years later, I saw it on a documentary about ecstasy.
And they were like literally just dead.
Not dead, no, but they hit the ground like they were dead because your muscles just lock up and start to convulse, and it makes you bounce off.
It's like
the
a
ground
Charlie
like
horse.
a fish.
Yeah, it's like having a Charlie horse fucking only through your entire body because you're so dehydrated. The salts are taking over.
So these spasms happen in their body like waves. Yeah, so it makes them look like a fish on the ground. They're dudes fishing out.
Having a full out seizure, yeah. Now that's fucked. Well,
and it's pure ecstasy. And then I dated a girl, that same girl I talked about before, about the fucking suicide girl, fucking bullshit. She showed me her. She said she dated a guy, whatever, that was a doctor, like a brain surgeon or whatever, and he had scanned her brain, did an MRI, show what her fucking brain looked like, and she was went to the hospital for something similar to fishing out, and the blue, like I don't know, like in an MRI, the active cells light up as blue, and then the inactive cells don't show up at all.
Mm-hmm.
And it looked like she had only half a brain in the back. So like both lobes were there in the back, but they weren't there in the front. So the MDMA had eaten into her front of her brain, which is, your personality, man.
So she's pretty much just dumb and crazy.
Just changed. I mean, I didn't know if she changed or not, because I only knew her after she was using ecstasy. But before, who knows? Before I knew her, she was probably a totally different person.
What the hell is that? Oh, is that one of y'all typing?
Quit flipping, smacking
That's just that's synthetic.
I would love to actually speak to the side chat, but I can't get a word in.
Why don't
So
you
I've been doing that the whole fucking night.
What do you
Hey,
say?
yo, how's it going, girl? You doing all right?
I gotta put my eyeballs.
How's
on
the healing?
Chat saying.
Tell us to shut the fuck up, goddammit.
All right,
Hell no.
You're the boss, Prairie. Come on.
For real.
No, believe me, it is all good.
Is it all lit up over
You
here?
see, I just want my watch time.
Well, then why are you yelling at us for it?
I wasn't yelling at anybody. I was just typing.
Oh, I didn't know. No, that's why I was
Oh,
asking.
got the snort.
Because it was everywhere. I mean, it was hella loud. I was like, wait, is somebody typing? It sounded like it was in my ear. That's why I was like, wait, am I tripping in here?
Shit.
We got that 27 over here. I thought I was tripping. And I'm tired as hell, shit.
Yeah, yo, I hope you're doing good.
Yeah.
I mean, only because my ass was up late editing it one night and just fucking off.
Can we all
last
start sending Prairie bathrobe, different stylish bathrobe?
I got a bathrobe for you.
Oh, you just
Yeah, fine. By all means, send me bathrobes
Some
and
smoke
guns.
jackets even.
Send me guns.
Okay. I can't show them on the screen, of course, because apparently they just kicked me off of here. But
Like, for instance, right now, he definitely needs a Hugh Hefner smoking jacket. Red velvet.
That would be
shit.
better.
Yeah, it's not something.
That
so
would be better.
great. Yeah, he needs.
And you
something
should have your
that-
lights on right now. You tripping too.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like
Yeah, I didn't even do it. Yeah. This was kind of last minute, and I thought, screw it.
Nah, I feel you.
I think it's like
Because I was
I've seen
talking
one for
about
like
it in the
$95
morning,
Prairie. I might have to get you one.
Nah, I need me another light.
$95 to look like Hugh Hefner.
Yeah.
An elephant bone. He also needs an elephant bone pipe.
Well, now we're getting fancy.
Right.
I like this.
I'm trying to get fancy. I don't even know if you noticed my little. I'm like, you didn't recognize my hair.
I don't need to pay for books for college. Here's a
Hey, you see, I got a
smoking
kick. That's called a kicker light. You see that kicker light right there?
Oh yeah.
My little highlight right there. It's called a kicker light. And well, in photography, I don't know what they call it in the video.
shiny.
Well, what I noticed is like your beanie,
Oh yeah.
because that's new within the last couple of days, I think.
Yeah, he's,
Yeah, it's actually my old school. The one I got from San Antonio when I was out there.
Okay.
But, I wear it because it's cold as fucking here.
That's
Oh,
like
it's cold as fuck.
I mean, for Cali, for
1980s.
us around here, this room be hella cold back here, and for us, it's been in like the 40s. That's like,
Oh my God!
that's y'all version of like the teens or something.
Calm your
No, the
tits.
zero.
Jesus,
That's
I
like
remember-
zero for us.
I had a friend come up from California. It was fucking like 65, and he was wearing a fucking parka and shit.
Oh, yeah,
and it's
exactly.
all bundled up. I'm like, I'm wearing t-shirt and shorts. I'm like, what the
Oh,
fuck's wrong with you? You like
well,
Yeah.
240, dude?
acclimation. It all depends on acclimation, man.
That's all it
I had a
is,
motherfucker-
exactly.
I had a motherfucker call bullshit on me on a live stream. Motherfucker David Packman, piece of shit. I was like, oh, you know what? He says, oh, it's 115 degrees where they're at. You see, global warming is going crazy.
Oh god.
So I commented, I was like, bitch, it's 120 degrees in Palm Springs for like 3 months at a time. He's like,
Exactly.
no, that's not true.
Yes,
And he
it
had
is
to look
true.
it up, and he's like, oh shit, it
It's
is
weird.
120 degrees. Okay.
Yeah, I say it's like, have you ever been to SMM? Yeah, we know.
Middle of the night right now, it's 27 degrees. But about 4 hours ago, it was fucking 18 degrees.
Damn. That's crazy.
It's
Now,
minus
our-
32 here.
Damn.
That's
See, I
Celsius.
heard somebody post. I saw another Canadian.
Yeah, but that's
Y'all-
that's like
y'all
minus
hear about this?
25 Fahrenheit.
Y'all hear about this?
That's
There's
what I'm saying.
three
Dry
fucking
fit.
different.
It is
Oh.
dry.
Imagine this with all that fucking. I'm not big on climate change or anything. I don't give a fuck. It's just like the funny things that are actually happening. And it is, man. It's fucking hot like that in fucking some areas of the world, cold like that in other areas of the world. And then right now, last week, 3 volcanoes erupted. Big motherfuckers, man. Big motherfuckers. And one in Alaska, New Zealand, and the Philippines.
Yeah, but volcanoes don't really got nothing to do with temperatures and shit like that. That's like plate
That's tectonic
tectonics.
plates, yeah.
Yeah. But,
No, let's fearmonger. Let's tell them
Oh,
it's
I'm sure
all
that
gonna
part.
die. We're all gonna die.
Hey,
Well, no, you
Rocket.
can though. I
Rocket.
take that back. I mean, on the real volcanoes, on the real ones, hell yeah, that should have wiped out the fucking. If they blow it, it's the whole cloud in the place. A real one will
Rocket, I
fucking
mean-
cloud
Right,
this
like
place
Mount
up and then they
Kilauea.
kill off our food, right?
Mount Kilauea.
You're
ain't
gonna
got
be in the
shit
ocean.
on
I don't
us.
know what you're talking about.
Well, we better.
You're gonna be floating off in the ocean and sink in about 2 years or some shit.
Oh, you
I don't
talking
know
about
what
us
the-
in Cali?
Yeah.
Dude, like for instance, when the Philippines volcano went off, everything in the Philippines was kind of kosher, but this place like 60 miles north had to shut down their airport. So
Mm.
like, imagine
they
like
did.
if Yellowstone volcano went off, dude, the
Oh, that's
whole
the one.
world would have to turn off their airport.
No, that's the one that supposedly like would wipe us. At least America. That will wipe us out supposedly.
Yeah,
no,
everybody in America would. First, we get burned real hard, and then we get cold.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fuck. Hey,
Yeah,
I gotta
no,
worry about that. The
volcano
Middle
got-
East is gonna wipe us out in 6 months when they finally get their nukes ready.
Yeah, no.
There you go. That's
fucking,
more like it. Before any of these fucking natural disasters, is our dumbass is gonna do it to ourselves.
Our
That's what's
fucking
gonna
stupid
happen.
president did it.
Yeah, it ain't just the president. I hate all that shit. Oh, you guys really believe the president runs shit? Come on.
No,
guys.
he don't run shit. He's just a figurehead, but
That's
he
what I'm
can
saying.
make
Thank
executive
you.
decision. And I do believe he did make that decision without the House.
Even then, dude. Even then, I'm trying to tell y'all, you got to stop believing the propaganda, dude. That ain't these motherfuckers. It's 6 families that run the world. Ain't no fucking
Oh, yeah.
presidents.
Yeah,
and
it's
shit
the
sitting
money,
around
man.
talking
It's
that
the
shit. It's
money
money.
that runs
It's the
it.
billionaires who got the most money to run the
Money,
world.
yeah.
I know
All
it
the
ain't
rest of this
gonna
shit is
change
fake
nothing.
bullshit and fake
Him-
democracy. So you
him-
believe you got freedom. That's
Him
all it
getting
is.
impeached- Him getting impeached ain't gonna do shit. He's still gonna be in office. I mean, they're gonna say he has
Him
no
getting
power
impeached,
over
yeah,
anything, but he
don't-
No,
never
yeah,
did
yeah,
begin with.
y'all missing the point. The president has nothing to do with what's going on. That's my point. That's the figurehead, like you were saying. It's not. That's not who running shit. That's not even the real story that's going on.
That's
You
what
think
I'm
they
saying. They're
telling us
using
what's
him
really
as a
going on
scapegoat.
the news? You
That's-
think the news really telling us what's going
Yeah.
on? Put it that way.
That's what
I
I'm
kind
saying.
of agree
They're
with
using him as a
Rocket. Chuck E.
scapegoat.
Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese has no, he has no influence on the pizza that you're eating. It's Chuck
Yeah.
E. Cheese. He's a
Yeah.
fake mouth.
Exactly. That's not
Yeah,
what's
it's the
really going on. That's
Rothschilds,
not who really running the show. That's not what's really even going on in the
Oh,
world.
I know that.
You see what I'm saying? So it's just
That's
that shit that's made to divide and conquer us, and it's doing a perfect job. That's all everybody do is argue and fucking fight.
That's
Or
why
not
I'm
everybody,
saying-
a lot of people.
That's
is
why I'm
arguing over
saying
this shit.
impeaching him ain't gonna make
The
a fucking
Rothschilds and
difference.
the Fairfield.
So my point is, when you get a next liberal in there, you think so? This is gonna be okay? You see what I'm saying? That's the point. It ain't never okay, dude. Whatever party is in, they got some kind of bullshit for it, and it's basically something to keep everybody arguing. And that's all.
Right.
All y'all. I keep saying politics ain't nothing but reality TV for smart people.
No,
That's all it is, or I should say average people. I ain't even gonna say smart people because if
I
you,
want to do that.
Yeah,
I'm about to be
have you ever
condescending.
listened to
Yeah,
NPR
more
lately?
people got their money invested in the fucking politics, anyways, and creating all this fucking.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Exactly. That's the point. None of this shit is fucking real. All the motherfuckers is bought out. Ain't no fucking vote. Your vote is bullshit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
They impeach him, ain't
the
gonna make no
same
fucking
money-
difference.
No, it won't.
The
It's
same money that backs the fucking American fucking gun companies is the same money that backs the Syrian gun companies.
Mm-hmm.
I think all
Exactly,
governments
Perry.
got their fucking design from William Shakespeare.
You know what I love? Every year, every 4 years, everybody buying into whatever president, what they're gonna say. You know, we're gonna make healthcare free and all this.
Yeah,
I
that part
keep saying,
too.
and it's like, oh my fucking god. dude.
That's just so you got somebody to vote a figurehead for.
So what
That's
I'm
what we're
hearing
saying,
is I'm gonna
exactly.
pay double what I'm
There
paying
you go.
this
Thank you.
4 years.
6 year. Exactly. What 6 year just said. It's banks and corporations. But even then, when you say banks and corporations, it ain't even that. That's still people, right? Because somebody run all of this shit. Somebody was the family that started all certain things, right? So
Just like there's a
we just
family
say
here in
banks and
Spokane that
corporations
runs
because
the
that was their
city.
way to like fucking blind us again. Because
Yeah,
you don't put a person on it, right?
I believe in Vermin Supreme. If Vermin Supreme comes on for some reason, hear me out. Vermin Supreme hits the ballot again. I think if everybody joined together and voted for that motherfucker to put him into, the running mate, and then everybody voted for him to make him president, I think we'd be surprised because he's a fucking weird artist, right? And he says like politics is all lies, and you got a pony-based economy, and he's telling everybody that we're gonna power the world with zombies on fucking squirrel cages, right? We're gonna put zombies in squirrel cages, and then use the electricity generated by those squirrel cages to power the world, and there'll
Hey,
be no
man,
dollars anymore.
you
It'll only
can't
be
just-
ponies. But
You
then
can't
he's the type of
discriminate
guy.
against bath salt users.
What if he was elected and we're all expecting this pony-based economy and it was all a lie, and he actually had a perfect plan for the country that fixed everything? All of a sudden, he put a suit on and combed his hair, took the fucking boot off his head, and be like, I lied, just like every politician.
Yeah.
Now you're in prosperity.
So we have a weird thing that happened here in Spokane. This is local politics, right? That we have this sheriff named Ozzy, and he always runs for sheriff every time voting comes through. And there's this Harley guy that has been riding for 25 years, very experienced rider, right? And he was going against Ozzy, and the weirdest thing ever. Apparently, coming up to voting time, the guy randomly died on a back road in Idaho by himself off a side of a cliff.
There we go.
25-year rider, right?
Mm-hmm.
Highly fucking doubt it. Nice summer, no fucking sand on the roads, nothing. Not even a really twisty road where they found him. So I'm wondering what the fuck happened with that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because this Sheriff Ozzy runs the whole fucking show. So,
Yeah, maybe people be getting took out. Nobody just want to bleed that type shit.
right? You just send someone out there, you follow them, and you fucking run them off the road.
Especially on the bike. Yeah.
Somebody got Epstein.
Oh yeah, you already know they didn't already prove that one. Remember? Sorry, fucking his whole shit was not looked like a suicide. It's already shown that was rigged up. That dude was too deep. Remember, they got to cover that fool, shut that fool the fuck up.
Yep.
Well, he made a mistake. He ran off the road. He was going too fast around a corner. Yeah, 25 years.
exactly.
I doubt that shit.
Exactly.
Well, it looked like he stopped his car. You pulled him out of his car and beat him in the head repeatedly with a sledgehammer until he had no skull, then put him back inside and put the seatbelt on. Is that kind of... No, nope.
Mhm.
Never happened like that. What are you talking about?
Why is the bike in
Pieces
half?
of sledgehammer in his head, sir. Nope.
Nice one, Anonymous.
So, yeah, I don't trust any of the fucking politicians. They're all
Nah, I don't trust
bullshit.
none. I don't trust no media politicians. Nobody. It's all fucking lies. There's reasons to all this shit. I just kind of
You can get kind of a general gist
exactly.
of what they're kind of going to go for.
Yeah, and then the rest you read
But-
between the lines.
You remember the big assault weapon ban scare when President Obama came into play?
I remember, but like I thought assault weapons were always banned
Well, they're
or
not,
highly
In Cali, that shit
restricted.
got banned a long time ago for us.
right, but they're not assault weapons. They're just semi-automatic rifles.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but
those aren't
they
assault
labeled
weapons.
them that. Exactly. They labeled them with certain things. Like, because
Right.
technically there's no such thing as a fucking assault weapon.
Right. I mean,
mean,
you,
that
could,
name,
you could have
you know.
military weapons, which would be, the burst or full automatic and things like that. Or
Yeah, but even that, to me, there's no such thing as a military weapon. They're weapons.
well, designed for the military, specific. For
I mean, I know
war,
what you
not
mean. I'm
hunting,
just
right?
saying. I'm just saying that's kind of the shit that them people be saying. There is no fucking military weapon. A weapon is a weapon. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? It's only determined of laws of who can own the weapon.
Right.
A pistol in my hand is the same as in a soldier's hand.
Which-
you see what I'm saying?
Right, and it is funny. You can actually own a tank
That's
in
what I'm
America
saying.
and drive it on the street if you have rubber treads and.
That's what I'm saying.
and
So
you
how is
license
that?
it.
How is that a military? You see what I'm saying?
Boy,
a tank is a
would
tank.
I
It's a
ever.
vehicle, right? It's
If I
not
had
technically a
$200,000,
military weapon.
I'd fucking buy a tank.
Yeah. I mean, you
I'd
see my
fucking
point?
own
You
it.
see what I'm saying when I say that? It's a gun.
Right.
A gun is a gun is my point.
Right.
There's no military gun. There's no assault rifle. There's no.
It's like
it's
there's
a
a
rifle.
limit of how much damage it can do in a certain amount of time, or some shit is for some
Yeah,
reason.
no, that's still all bullshit media shit. That's bullshit. Again,
I
I'm
get
just.
that.
Yeah, I'm saying the purity on what weapons are. A weapon is a weapon, is what I'm saying. Put it this way with a knife. What's the difference between a knife I have and a military guy's knife? Right? A knife is a knife, right? That's my point. There is no military weapons. They're weapons. They're just we call them military because you can't own it.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I can pretty much full auto my AK.
No, I know. That's my point. That's my point.
Firing
Well,
it, but
that's my point. We call them military because it's something that you can't own, or it's legally it's not for you. But a
Right.
weapon is a weapon. An AK-47 is just a fully automatic rifle. There's no, I'm saying it's a fully. There's no difference between that one and the one a regular person would buy. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
They're both fully automatic rifles. There is no military weapon. That's my point. That's a propaganda way to say shit to make it sound fucking terrible. When
I
you
agree,
break it
but-
down of what it is, a rifle is a rifle, right?
So
It'll just
what I was getting at with that is that the politics really freaked out about it. All the
Oh,
people
sorry,
had
yeah.
to freak out and started buying a bunch of shit, and like the prices of like a $300 AK went up to like fucking $1,500.
yeah, exactly,
overnight.
yeah.
And I had a friend who he found one for sale. It was like a super cheap AK, but it was like $700, and he freaked out. And he was on the news for it too, for going out there and buying it.
Mm.
And I drove his ass out there to buy this AK. I'm like, dude, just fucking wait a couple months. That'll be like $250 fucking dollars. I swear to God. And it was just ridiculous at the amount of freak out over the fucking bullshit media and the government saying these are all going to go away unless they're
Yeah.
grandfathered in.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. They get
Dude,
crazy.
I bought one a year later for a Wasser 10 for $350, and I'm like, why, dude? Why do you buy into this shit? I don't get where people get so fucking. They still trust them to this day, and they're gonna freak out that hard over it. And who cares? It's a fucking rifle, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like stocking rifles just because, just cause, I mean, like, what if?
Well,
What's
that's
the
the
first
point.
scenario on this
No, that's the
bullshit all the
point.
time,
And
you know?
that's the point. And it's a point of what it is. It's a tool, technically. I'm sorry of what I know what they say, what they do, and they kill people. Yeah, we know that. Everything kill people for one. But just
Right.
saying the point of what it is, like you saying, it's a just in case thing, or it's a tool, it's a something that well, like I said, it depends on where you live. See, I live in a place where technically I need a weapon more than most of you motherfuckers. This will make me laugh with most motherfuckers with guns. Because most of y'all live in some shit that most likely you'll never have no home invasion. You never gonna have nobody run up on you in your neighborhood.
Yeah,
those
that's
are nice,
true,
safe,
man.
beautiful.
I
fucking
live in the
neighborhoods.
goddamn Shire. I should not be worried about this.
Yeah, that type of shit. So like where I live, like literally right when I walk out the house, it's motherfuckers that rob you. It's people that break in your house. Technically, there is home invasion if you. Well, that's a certain situation, but you have to have enough money, right? So. Yeah, and since I need one more than anybody, but even I don't have one because I understand the odds. I understand the who gonna come in here for what. I understand that it's highly likely that's not gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? So, but like you're saying, it's the whole point. You're supposed to have the right to have that protection. That's the point. Is protection. Was my point of that? Is that that's the way to protect yourself if something does happen. Because if something happens, there's no police. There's nobody. You know, you call the police to clean up the crime scene. They're not gonna be in the house the moment that this guy's in the fucking house with a weapon, right? So
it's just that what if too. Even if you
it's
are
the
in a
what
place,
if.
what if you are in a place like me, like in goddamn Nothingville, where you think nothing's gonna happen and everything? Well, what if one day there's a fucking storm and everybody goes rogue?
Hey, that's the thing that when I was talking about mine here, that's what I'm talking about right now. It got to do with that. It's more that than a fucking. You got a higher chance of that happening, I think, than half of this crime shit. Because yeah, like me around here recently, what got me worried about it when I started to just think one time the water went off, and then that's when it hit me like, because we urban this city. I'm like, where the fuck would I get water? There's no fucking fresh water. I mean, we live by the bay. There's salt water. You gotta go way the fuck inland somewhere to go to like rivers and shit like that. So as a regular, we talking about remember
so
no
they were
cars.
Gonna try to steal water from you.
Exactly. People. So it made me realize the whole what's gonna happen. Well, for us, remember we got like earthquakes. We don't have a tornado and shit. And I know it's rare, but I'm just saying when it do, and there's a high chance of us having this giant one. Anarchy, right? Motherfuckers is gonna go nuts, and that's the one I'm tripping off the weapon. I'm not tripping off the regular everyday crime around here.
I try to, like with my guns and shit like that, I try to protect myself from what I would do to me.
Yeah, that's the main one. Well, and like you say, it's mostly just the whole what if we're having it just in case we're having it there. Because technically I'm slipping. I mean, I ain't saying I'm not slipping. I'm just saying, obviously, remember, I'm in a certain situation, comfortable enough and understand it. I know how the shit work around here. You see what I'm saying? I ain't one of them dudes. I'm not nobody that they need to. For us, home invasion happened with somebody, a baller, somebody that everybody know that dude got like $100,000 cash in his house. You see what I'm saying? So at that point, somebody gonna run up in there. For most regular people, ain't nobody gonna do no home invasion. They're gonna do a burglary, right? They're gonna wait till you're gone, and then they'll break in your house. So that could be the risk, right? Is that they think you're gone and you're in the house, and these motherfuckers break in. See what I'm saying? So it depends on the situation. If we're here again, I ain't got nothing. Everybody damn near know what you got. Ain't nothing in there for me to go break in. And again, they will do it when I'm not here. They're not gonna do that shit when I'm here. But there's always somebody here, and they know everybody. So it don't work like that. And around that is the good part of guns, like we talking about. Everybody's strapped, so you ain't necessarily finna just be running up in nobody's house. You know. That's the argument for guns to me when people talk about getting rid of them, because I'm like, or like what people don't see about the hood and the way it sound like it's hella violence and it sound like people getting killed. But in a sense, most of that's like organizing certain things. Overall, it's probably way less crime because, again, like I'm saying, hella people strapped. So you don't know, you can't just try to rob somebody, try to do certain shit. You see what I'm saying? It be old ladies and old dudes that got little 25s in their pocket. You see what I'm saying? So at that point, it ain't really, it's a lot of things that don't happen. That's not a stat that's recorded. You see what I'm saying? But when you know how it is and know how it is, yeah, there's a lot of people that's not doing crime because they know it's a high chance this dude's strapped. And even if he not, whatever you do to him, he finna come back. Remember, it's all in the same area. So that person gonna come back. So it's technically a lot to get deterred with that shit, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, deterrence is a big thing.
Yeah, that's another stat that can occur, right? Because the crime didn't happen.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't get the whole gun hate thing.
Yeah. Well, it's because people scared of them, right? It's fear, right?
Well, I mean, yeah, they are deadly, but
yeah,
I mean, that's what they were made for.
Exactly. Like I said, it's a tool, right?
It's a tool. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Like I said, I'm sorry to sound cold for what it is, but yeah, it's not for me to go out and go murder people for it. It's for to like either defend yourself or to hunt for food, pretty much.
Yeah.
Because like they say, remember, they're not showing all the stats of motherfuckers that saved a life or the crime got deterred or somebody broke in your house and you had the 12 gauge and you just cock it and you run out the fucking house. There's a lot of them stats. Not most people, especially certain places, they're not going to call the police and say, hey, this guy tried to come in my house. See what I'm saying? Once the guy run away, that's it. You done. You don't. Or like where we at, like I'm saying, there is no calling police. You see what I'm saying? You only call police for certain shit. Like pretty much like we're saying to clean up the crime scene. But regular kind of shit or any kind of somebody doing something to you, nah, you can't go back there and go do the justice yourself. You see what I'm saying? So again,
if you rob my house, I'm gonna keep you so you can cut up the burl that I have. So I haven't got to cut up.
Yeah, it's like if you rob the house,
make you do it at gunpoint.
Yeah, you know, it's basically if you rob the house, you basically got to kill everybody in here because the person gonna come back and take you out. So that's where again, where a lot of that shit just don't happen. They only do that for some big home invasion shit, like I say, when they know you got hella tens of thousands of dollars in the house. See what I'm saying?
I worry about that in the neighborhood I live in, though. That's probably why that I'm so adamant. Another reason I'm adamant about it, not just natural disaster, but during natural disaster, the neighborhood that I live in would definitely be prey because I would prey on it. I sure the fuck would.
Well, yeah, that's
And
the side. Yeah,
these motherfuckers got like GT 5000s out of the fucking side, whatever they fucking are. And my neighbor's got a GT 3000. I think that's what they were called. Those old 80s.
Oh, I remember that when you said that. That's what I thought of. Yeah, like a Mitsubishi.
Yeah, and there's another guy down the road that fucking used to work for the Pentagon, and he restores BMWs. And there's a mansion next to him.
Oh, damn.
Goddamn right, I'd be robbing this fucking place. I ain't got nothing. I just like the fucking house in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make me not a non-target. They don't know that. They don't know
exactly. They assume you got something. Yeah. Yeah, because y'all more in the kind of places, you end up getting like kidnaps or somebody try to kidnap your kid or some shit like that type of
shit. I
would money try to you never know, right?
Shit. Yeah, do
the guy next door, he's like a real sweet old man tycoon, right? Who's to say he didn't get wrapped up with the cartel one day and all of a sudden the cartel gets the wrong house? Man, that shit happens. I fucking watch crazy shit. I see a lot of videos every month. They say wrong hit.
Yeah, that's a thing.
Wrong person and fucking mutilate that motherfucker.
Yeah, mutilated the motherfucker. Like you said, got the wrong address and shit, wrong building and shit. Motherfucker took the whole family out. That's crazy. No, yeah, that's the point. Like you said, it's the what if, and then you never know. It's the old saying that is the better be caught with than without, right? That's the whole point.
My neighbor just fucked up our extension cable that goes to one of our bikes to charge the battery on the trickle charger. Fucking took the snowblower and fucking ran it right over.
Oops.
No way.
Fucking
that's
people.
Crazy, right?
Stay off. It's all our driveway, but we let them have the other side. It's like, stay on your fucking side.
Right.
Fuck. Oh, man.
Teach him a lesson.
He's a fucking ex-Washington State Patrol. I'm not fucking with him.
Do some karate. Do some karate on him.
Yeah, that's a disappear somewhere.
Right? He still got connections. I ain't fucking with that kid.
Exactly.
Do a round kick.
He's a Harley rider. I'm scared. He has a real bike.
Do a round kick.
Roundhouse kick to the fucking nuts, because that's about as high as I can kick.
Oh, outback side.
Well, get the job done.
I'm fucking gay, not an acrobat.
It will get the job done. I encourage nut hits in fights, in street fights, because they said there's no fucking rules in fighting. There's no rules in fighting, man. You just gotta win.
Who's to say when you go down that they're not going to stop and kill your ass? So you're fighting for your life anytime you're in a fight with a stranger.
Exactly.
I don't recommend it because it hurts the guy. That how that hurts. But if you're losing,
I will fucking cut his nuts off and feed it to him, motherfucker, try to fight me.
Right, I'm the same way. I'm a little guy. You don't want to, whatever it takes.
Billy, if you're a little guy, I'm a fucking midget. Leave me alone.
Whatever it takes.
Well, that's like what you said. You fighting with a stranger you don't know, so in theory, you fighting for your life. That's how I take it.
I'm gonna pull a gun.
Because I don't know what he's gonna do. I'm assuming he's trying to take me out. You know what I mean? Because he's scared for his life.
Once you've been to jail, the no hitting in the nuts rule becomes pretty trivial.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's like, shut the fuck up. No,
okay, hit the knees, hit the nuts, man. You hit them in the nuts, they bend over. You fucking get them in the bridge of their nose with your knees.
This guy's trying to bite my eye off. I'm gonna get the nut.
That's probably like one of my biggest anxiety things when something tries to bite me. I'll fucking freak out. Ah, shit. Have you ever had a fucking small animal come up and bite the back of your ankle? You freak the fuck
Sure,
out. Man, I couldn't imagine a grown ass man trying to bite me. I'd be screaming like a girl, fucking kicking and punching everything.
Right.
Used to see that one dude all the time on Felony Fights. That's what he did in his fights. He fucking bit people.
Oh, yeah, tried to bite their cheeks off, right?
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
and their nose and shit. Oh yeah.
Mm.
I remember the one guy. He had a fucking lock on this guy's face, and the guy's just screaming, "No biting! No biting!"
It was yeah, I remember that. It was that kid, man. He was like 15 years old.
Yeah, he looked like a little baby face kid. Yeah.
Yes. And when he got up, you could tell that was going to be there forever.
Yeah, he had the fucking mark. Oh my god.
It was not going to go away.
Motherfuckers like get sent to the psych ward for sure.
Yeah, nah, because I can't do no shit. I can't be biting motherfuckers and shit. I mean, that's only if I'm fighting to the death type shit. That's not a regular fight.
I wouldn't
want to be biting no motherfuckers. I don't know what the fuck they got. That's what I'm saying. That's fucking age, dude. I ain't fucking
I'd be
around with
sticking
that
my
shit.
thumbs in their eyes, but I would be biting them like,
Yeah, fuck
tasty
that.
motherfucker.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Like you said, that's
I don't
animal shit right
well,
there.
yeah. If I didn't know what the guy had, I definitely would be putting my mouth on him.
I'm gonna bite your dick off, fool.
I skipped lunch, motherfucker.
I feel like some fucking hot dog right now.
Yeah, I'm hungry. You want to fight? I'm just trying to get some supper.
Dude, maybe you reminded me. I found out today something new I learned today. It was amazing. It's a fucking oddity, big time. BMW has a sausage factory that is just for their employees.
No shit. A sausage factory.
In the factory, man, in the fucking automotive factory, there's a sausage factory within it that makes sausage just for the workers, man. They say,
crazy.
Check it out, look it up one day. It's It says that BMW, or no, sorry, it's VW or BMW. I can't remember which one, but sausage, you'll figure it out real quick if you Google it. But they say a strong worker. It takes a strong worker filled with sausage to make our car.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
You couldn't
That's
have
awesome.
that on me. I don't know about
It was
that.
a Vice documentary that I
That
watched.
sounds like an innuendo.
Well, Germans do love sausage.
Yeah. Yes, we do.
That's a big staple of their diet. So it does make sense, but it's still weird.
Right? Nah, that sounds like some San Francisco shit right there. That's
It'd be like the Chevy dealership having like hot dogs.
Right? What's
I'm okay
the
with that,
worst
too.
that could happen? Get it? What's the worst that could happen?
stupid.
Boy got jokes.
Sorry.
Oh my god, dude. Who the fuck are your parents? I want to meet these motherfuckers.
No. I know. I see what you're saying, but that's a true story. VW or BMW, I think it's VW, makes sausage for their fucking workers, man. They make the workers make it.
No, I'm talking about how the ad sound though. That sounded gay as fuck.
Oh, you just add gay.
I mean the real gay, not like gay like soft. Gay like gay.
You add sausage.
Like me.
Yeah, basically. That's what I'm saying. Not gay when you say, oh, that's gay. Like, no, really gay.
T is gay.
Not saying in a bad way. I'm just saying like
That's all
gay.
I was thinking about.
Technically, that would see. That's what I'm saying. That's my point. I'm not saying it the bad way. I'm saying if that was a commercial over here, it will be illegal because that's gay. They're gonna be like that's sexual, basically. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's innuendo. That's what I'm saying. I'm taking it as regular. I ain't taking it as
I mean,
gay.
I ain't thirsty. I get as much as I can fucking drink, but
Yeah.
damn.
Like a real. Oh, I see what you mean. Like a real Volkswagen worker eats sausage.
Yeah, I'm saying the gay. Yeah, like that's if you maybe like I say maybe my mind in the gutter. My mind in the gutter either way. It don't. I still see the sexual innuendos in the joke in the shit. Like if I had a commercial and be like, we love to eat box. We love boxes. We do box all day. The feminists will freak the fuck out and that shit will get shut down. You can't have no commercial like you see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It takes 875 bratwurst to make a fucking jet.
I mean, I think it will be like that eventually, but right now, that's still either. I'm just saying the sexual innuendo part. I'm saying how two other countries, remember, they'll have all that on TV. That's my point. Is that you can't
What
have
are
all
they-
that
what are
kind
they
of shit
supposed
over
to
here.
eat? They should be eating clams.
No, I mean either way. I'm talking about hetero or sexual. I'm just saying we don't do sexual over here, right? We
You
didn't.
know, people freaked out about that '70s shows with the muffler shop, and they
Yeah, the Puritan shit. Yeah, I'm saying the Puritan
Right.
part of it.
On
Like
the
you
other
take-
hand, it takes 5 million clams to make a Prius.
But that's
Oh,
crazy
man.
though. I don't know if that'll ever change either. That Puritan shit.
I almost bought a Prius.
Oh no, you already know that's my
Dude.
I hate fucking Priuses.
All I remember is
My
when I went
road
down to
enemy.
California, there was a Prius doing 120 miles an hour.
Oh, that's right. I like to see that. Every
What?
once in a while, I get one of them dudes.
Just fucking booking it. Not
Yeah.
slowing down, not giving a fuck. And I'm on my R1 watching, and I'm just sitting there chilling. I'm like, what the fuck is
Yeah,
wrong with this motherfucker?
yeah, I like that. I like to see that. Every once in a while, you see one of them dudes. You be like, "That's what's up." Fucking drive that
like-
fucking thing.
I was like, all right, you want to race? Let's race. And I hit like 160, and he was gone. And then I slowed down. He just was still going. Like, he was like, bye. Because I slowed down to like 90.
Nice.
Like I was standing still. I'm like, fuck.
Right.
It was sometime
I know
last year that Prairie and I and a couple other guys put their microscopes on this guy that made a Prius, like a 500 horsepower gasoline guzzling fucking
fuck
track
yeah.
racer. It's
America.
beautiful.
See, that's one is America.
Big
Merc,
fat
yeah.
ass front tires. I love the Hayabusa engine smart car.
There you go.
That's my fucking favorite. I want to do that so bad, but those smart cars are still like $7,000. I'm like, no.
I had
Yeah.
it's a dude at work where had a smart car, but that's the dude to do the crazy fucking engineering shit.
Right.
That motherfucker was all souped up with fucking, but he had crazy suspension
See,
on that shit.
I ain't gonna pay $7 for a fucking football to a semi truck. You know, I don't want to get punted across the highway, but
Right.
I want that shit to fuck around with. If it got down to like $2,000, or I
Yeah,
could find a
right.
strict
Something to
one,
play
like,
with, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd still put a
It
turbo.
probably will be in
motor
a
in there.
few fucking years. Shit. That shit.
I like those inline six trucks that sound like motorcycles. The old.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
9.6.
Flat six? Yeah.
Yeah, and they're like the shifters on the column, and
Oh, that's old.
Tree on the
school.
tree, baby.
it sounds like a big fucking motorcycle, man.
Yeah.
They're fun.
Sounds like a Goldwing with open exhaust is literally what it sounds like.
Yeah.
You ever
Yeah.
seen the Goldwing bobbers?
Mm-mm.
Never seen that. No.
Really?
A gold wing bomb.
Yeah, I have seen
Yeah.
a couple Goldwing
The
bobbers. They're
70s and
fucking
80s,
bomb.
they
You gotta be a big motherfucker to ride one, but they look great.
I gotta see that.
opposed 4-cylinder motors and shit. And
You just like they
I
basically
wanna-
take all the fairings off of the whole fucking thing,
right.
and then put a pair of like tracker bars on it, and a tractor seat, and you got this gigantic fucking one-man bike. It's cool as hell.
Which
No
is
shit.
funny because I'm actually working on an 83 Goldwing right now. And the whole tank is nothing but wires and air hoses underneath. It's
Okay.
literally just a neck, and the tank is underneath your ass.
Mm-hmm.
Holy fuck, these bikes are fucking stupid design. I want to kill the fucking engineer who designed it.
I want to design a bike.
It has
with,
been 2 months. I've been
four
working on
wheels.
this fucking bike. Well, not really. I mean, I spent like probably 3 days on it, but I have it mostly. I have to take the whole bike apart, the whole rear end apart, the whole underneath, top, tank, cover, all the fucking shit out just to replace the fucking throttle cable.
Mm.
That's
Who the
fun.
fuck
Mm-hmm.
does this shit? I'm scared of the 1500. We have a 1500 Goldwing, a 97, and I'm fucking scared to shit to do any kind of work like that on it. If the 83 is that bad, I don't want to know what the newer model is like to work on. But I do want to hear what it sounds like open exhaust with the 6-cylinder. Oh, that sounds cool.
So we got 120 Starlink satellites in orbit now, right? I think.
Hmm?
You guys gonna do fucking Starlink internet when it starts up?
No.
I haven't even heard about that.
No?
What is this? Satellite internet?
Starlink.
Huh?
Starlink to where it's Elon Musk deal, man, where
No,
all
that's what I'm saying. You
satellites
said
go up.
satellite internet?
Yeah, it is going to be satellite internet, yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't know. I don't want a cloud to come over my house and shut down my internet. So,
But you'll have it in Timbuktu if you ever end up out there looking for.
That's what I was thinking. That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
I can see that's great. I mean, I've lived out in the boonies before, and you can still get the internet. It's just extremely expensive. It's like $100 for a gig.
And
Expensive.
I'm also a weird. Don't judge me, but I am an advocate of Neuralink, and Starlink is going to be the basis for Neuralink. So I want that shit to get up already, up and running. I want to see that shit working. I want to see one of you motherfuckers get a chip in your head.
I don't know about that. As soon as you said all that, as soon as I heard Neuralink, I'm already like, yeah, no. Any of this whole brain shit, dude, I ain't fucking.
I ain't
with
gonna
this
be
shit.
part of that fucking
Fuck
number
that.
of
Fuck
abuse
any of
shit
that.
or whatever religious shit.
Fuck all that shit, dude. When they start, that's when it's gonna be over. As soon as they start getting your fucking conscious and getting your mind, it's over. That's mind control. That's the whole point
They're
to all
gonna
this
be
shit.
putting chips
You can
in
be
you.
a true
They're gonna be
fucking
reading you.
slave.
That's gonna be your whole bank account in your life, and they're gonna be able to follow you, just like they do in China with the cameras. And you got this whole fucking citizen, credit where you're if you're a good person, you do bad things, you can't get nothing or buy nothing. If you do good things, then you can buy shit and whatever.
That's some Black Mirror shit.
Well,
Yeah,
they're
I like where they're going with it and all that. It just still seems kind of like bullshit. Like where they're saying, like for instance, they say once if you had Neuralink installed and everything was the way that they're projecting it to be, then you would be able to literally, like Matrix, download how to fly a fucking Bell helicopter, a Bell Jet Ranger helicopter, and you can fucking fly it. I call bullshit on that so far. I don't really see technology.
Nah, we ain't nowhere
Just
near
'cause
that.
you
We don't even
mentally
know what
how
the
to do
fuck.
it, 'cause I mentally know how to fly a helicopter. I've flown one. Muscle skills, still nah.
No, my argument is because we don't even know where the fuck memory is still held. So that's
Right.
why I would call bullshit too. If you know real psychology
You
shit
know
and the
nothing
real,
about the brain.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. The biology, they can't figure out where the fuck we store our memory. They don't. They thinking this shit might be down here to cellular
And then I
level.
can't see a
not
chip
necessarily
making a
your brain.
difference because I was when I first flew a helicopter, it was a little Robinson, right, with a dual cyclic stick, and we went out to this field, and I went to go fly this thing, and we're 4 feet off the ground. I got all the instructions and everything while we're there, and I'm doing exactly what he says, but the muscle memory is not there, even though I understand everything he's saying, and it's little tiny movements, but for some reason, just a shake of the hand, that fucking helicopter was all the fuck over the place. You're shooting left, right, back and forward, and I freaked the fuck out. I was like, all right, I'm done, take me back. It was $100 well worth spent, I'm done. So I can't see where downloading the information would make that muscle memory any better, right? So how is that going to make any difference? How is that going to make you better? Just build it down.
Yeah, right. And like one of the big reasons I was starting to advocate it, which the only reason I still do is because there's still a possibility that they could reach this level, but I know they're not at this level yet. Is what they call it? Some people call it the singularity or whatever. Where you
I knew you was gonna start saying the whole fucking cult.
The whole fucking singularity cult,
collective
and shit,
and collective all that.
If I was 75 years old and dying from cancer or some shit, and I knew that it was working because it was being as already proven on other subjects or whatever, I would let them do that down or upload your consciousness kind of fucking thing. Because at that point, what's the harm in it?
Well, that's what I said. That's different. Yeah, if I'm about to die, that's different.
Because I'm gonna die.
Yeah, that's different.
If it works, it works, and then if it works, then my kids get to get answers from me forever, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it won't be you, but it'll be
right. It's just a program. Sure, yeah, I get that, but it would still be comforting to them or whatever, or I would be a part of the tech.
If they could literally transfer you, I'd be totally down.
Well, eventually later, yeah. I mean, idea and the theory, yeah. Like it's all fucking signals and electricity shit, right? Or electrochemical and electricity. It's a lot of shit that's physical that basically means if you had sensors or had certain shit, you'd be able to grab it, right? Or if you knew how the program worked, you'd be able to hack it. It's the same shit, right? We just way the fuck off. It's probably like 5,000 years off or some shit. But it's the point in theory, yeah, you would be able to download yourself. You see what I'm saying? That's when I first, I got an electronics background. I started learning all that shit, and then I ended up taking psychology. The moment I fucking took that shit, that's when I thought that this is like 20 years ago. I was thinking all this shit. I was like, damn. I started seeing how, wait, this may be able to fucking plug in. This before the Matrix. This before all this shit. It was just understanding electronics and understanding the brain a little bit. Made me see that, right? So if I know it a little bit, what the fuck these motherfuckers doing? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, 5,000 years, you would be able to do that shit.
Technically, whoever the fuck Alexa is and Samuel L. Jackson have already done this. So I don't know what process they're going through to make these AI, voices roll so smoothly. But even though it's not a real person, but it rolls smoothly enough to make you really think it is. Like when I ask Alexa to ask Sam to do shit or say shit, it's very natural.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like I'm listening to an interview of Samuel L. Jackson, but it's not. It's just him that sat down, said all these things. And who am I to say that they actually made him say all these things? Because think about how long that takes to say every word in the English language to where they can match it up.
But I mean, break it down. If you were to give this English language, right, to a computer, and we already knew from Windows, when did it start? XP, when you were able to make your computer talk back to you, and it was very computer-like and very choppy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember that.
Taking the key inflections in the human language and apply it to it. Let's say that's just an algorithm to build to let the computer do that. And then you take synthesizers, how good they've gotten with emulating, let's say, stringed instruments and everything from the 80s till now. You can almost not tell the difference between somebody playing a keyboard and somebody actually playing a cello.
Mm-hmm.
So you take those algorithms and you apply it all into one. You think it'd be fairly easy actually to make an AI system or a bot.
Yeah. No, you're exactly right.
Speak smoothly, right? Because I was actually, surprisingly enough, before this chat, talking to the stupid Amazon box, and you ask it to chat with you, and it literally tries to have an AI conversation with you, and the fucking thing was dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It asked me if it wanted to talk about this topic, that topic, and I said, no. We got to a topic, I was like, sure, let's talk about politics. I asked it a question, and it was completely confused and reverted back to its original programming.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think we've actually gotten really anywhere with AI.
No, that's still rudimentary. That's still all like basic shit. Like I say, half of that shit is shit. Remember, I just told you I thought about and was learning about 20 years ago. This is all like 97, 98. Right before any of this. So again,
Vista.
Yeah, this is like a lot of basic shit that remember.
Still really young.
The point we get shit 20 years behind, right? The shit we get is already done 20 years before that. You see what I'm saying? That's the point. So yeah, this is all like elementary shit. But
at least the technology's honest. Like when I ask it something, like I'm big on this fucking Samuel L. Jackson thing. It's my favorite fucking thing right now. So I'll ask Alexa to ask Sam something to see how far along they are in that fucking deck. And when it can't do it, it's Samuel L. Jackson's voice that says, "Sorry, man, I can't do that shit."
Ask her to divide. I don't know if this actually does anything, but ask her to divide 7 by 0. See if she blocks up.
I don't have one in the room right now, or I would.
Let me see. Alexa, what's 7 divided by 0?
7 divided by 0 is undefined.
Oh, well, she's pretty quick about that. All right. I don't know. My phone, when I ask it that same question on the calculator, it freezes us for like fucking 15 seconds. It's like, what?
Mm-hmm.
It just, I mean, they can do it. That's just that's all I mean is like if Alexa has a voice, right?
Yeah, no, that's the point. That was my point.
It's got a female voice. It's very smooth voice. It answers you. It talks to you, which means that could be anyone. They can make that anyone.
Right? Yeah, because we all talk. Our voice got a certain frequency, like you say. There's certain inflections, certain things, a certain way you can say it. And all that could be like recorded to where
you can make her
just throwing it on those words, but it uses
it is weird that she does
wavelength
learn
basically type of thing.
It is weird that the program does learn each person in your household's voice, so they know their preference and what they want.
Right.
It's
So
really
there's
kinda creepy.
also, which also not only feeds into the uploading your own consciousness possibility, also makes possible. I mean, when you think about it, there's no problem in putting that technology into an upright walking Osmo from Hump.
Yeah.
So
Humanoid.
where are, you know what I mean? So it's all possible. I mean, it's there already.
No, it is all possible. It's coming. I'm just saying I ain't fucking with that shit. Any of that hooking up the brain shit and talking about hooking up some brain. These motherfuckers is brainwashing us with TV and internet and all that shit. I'm not finna let them plug shit into me and try to download shit in me. Period. That's my point. None of them, all of them is dirt. I don't care what program come out and claiming they're all gonna be dirt. If they invade your privacy right now and put shit in your computer right now that you didn't want, they're gonna do the same thing with your brain.
Alexa,
you see what I'm saying? So no, I'm not
do
fucking
you work
with
for
that
the
shit.
CIA?
No, I work for Amazon.
Nice.
I just want, you know, what would be cool though, for my great grandchildren to say, "Oh yeah, this is a picture of great grandpappy. He was a Terminator."
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's cool. I mean, I watch everybody else. I watch y'all get fucked up. I'm just gonna be watching.
Don't make me call my great grandpappy the robot. Chop your fucking balls off.
So, Rocket, what are you going to do when they get rid of gas engines and everything to make it illegal to drive on your own if you don't have a fucking self-driving car?
Oh, that's coming pretty soon too. I'm a little upset. Well, I don't care about the car, but I'm upset about the bike. No, I want that. Where I'm at, I want that. I'd say that every day. I can't wait for self-driving. Take the car hands out of the hands.
You go on a date, get all fucked
fuck
up
that.
with
I
the
want
date.
computer, all that shit. Fuck these people.
No more DUIs. You just say, fuck it.
Yeah.
No,
I fucking
babe,
get in
we're
the
gonna
car and I go to
get drunk,
sleep.
go home.
Yeah, dude, I got an hour and a half. Well, it wouldn't be that. Okay, so true, real computer, real robotic swarm technology type shit, dude. We're gonna be going like 120. I'm gonna get to work in like 30
there won't
minutes.
be any more traffic jams or nothing.
Yeah, so all of that, I'm like, yeah, bring all that shit on. That's where I'm like, you talking about the proponent. I'm a proponent of all that, and that's where everybody's, no, fuck that shit, fuck that. Nah, dude, fuck you guys. All you guys are idiots on the road and shit. Y'all gonna kill me. When we get robots, they won't. Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm all about Tesla's tunnels, man. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, all that type shit. Yeah.
Oh, man. Goddamn.
It's just, this is the beginning, but yeah, later.
If that comes in my lifetime, I'm still going to be riding my bike. I'm going to have some fucking bullshit ass bike that's probably beat to shit, can't find parts for, just barely keeping it alive like I'm goddamn fucking South America right now trying to fucking keep those old fucking 1930s cars alive. And I'm going to sit there with my bike and fucking rip down the fucking streets and say, what cops? There's no more cops on the road.
Yeah, no, that's my thing.
You
That's
know
the
what's
one I'm
crazy?
worried about when they ban
You know what's
the
crazy
bikes.
about the tunnels and the transportation and shit, and tunnels under the ocean, and tunnels under LA and shit like that? What's the next step after there's no room left to make more tunnels under LA?
Whoa, yeah, that's
Up
like
in the
most-
sky. They're
Yeah.
gonna make Jetson tubes, man.
Yeah.
Tunnels
No,
up in the sky. They
No, it has
just
to
shoot
be.
up in these fucking plexiglass tunnels and shit.
Futurama.
Wow! Same thing, but you're up. And you'll be at a level to where airplanes can still fly above you.
I suppose if the G-forces of that are not enough to kill you, sure.
There you go.
You would just go up
Yeah,
like an
motherfucker,
elevator.
you
You just
fly
go
around
up in the
cruising
elevator instead of down
fast
in the elevator. It's so cool.
It would be.
Hopefully they can do it without so much velocity as like the Jetsons or Futurama, to where you actually would be awake by the time you land. But
I hate that. I hate that flying cars are impossible. Still, that's
certainly not impossible. I mean, we've already made flying
It's
cars
not
for
legal.
airplanes.
Yeah, just not legal because they already got flying cars right now.
Shit.
Well, the only like feasible way to do it, and a mass production way, would be to be magnetic, right? Of some way, to where like everybody's doing a magnetic cars of some sort that just have super hard pulses. But that makes it absolutely impossible because like all the iron and the air and the dirt and shit would just stick to the motors.
I mean, they
would die.
At most they would hover with magnetics.
And still, they would still collect all that shit down closer to the earth too, though.
True, and it also apparently, according to California, would cause cancer.
Right.
What?
Well, that's the perfect statement to end this stream on.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bedtime for Prairie Boy.
No,
There you go.
I
I'm
get
not
it.
too far
I'm
behind you.
Good talk.
Yep.
Yeah,
Have a
it was
good
a
night,
gooder.
Chad.
Thanks everyone for coming out. We'll catch you on the next one.
Take care.